7/20/2020 or 27/2020. Anyways, it's July 20th, 2020. Hopefully y'all doing well out there. It's 99.9. Welcome. Screw you Monday. We're doing it anyways. We're here, we're live. I'm going to read for some signs. Probably read for some people. There's a catch-up program. Ketchup, mustard, and relish. Just kidding. We're catching up for all the people that missed out on their free readings. But right now I'm just listening to some instrumental folk music. So I hope you can dig. It's 99.9. Good vibes all the time. Hi Peach, how's it going? Everyone, it's just me and you. You came in at the magic moment. This magic moment. Twinkle twinkle little star. There I wonder what you are. Hi Saruchi. Hi everybody, jumping in. How's your Monday? Depending where you're at in the world. Tell me about Monday. Screw you Monday. We kicked its ass. Now we're ready to relax a little bit. On July 20, 2020. It's a lot of 20s. We're taking it easy. We're feeling mellow. Twinkle twinkle, little star. Are you new here? Is this your first time coming to the program? I don't believe I've ever read for you before. Thanks for the like, Georgia Peach. Today we're going to be reading for first-time callers. Okay, but I don't want everyone to go and run out and make fake accounts and come in. So I kind of want to be on guard against that. So I got to synchronize my energy a little bit. And for people that missed yesterday, we had so many people come for free readings yesterday. We didn't get around to everybody eventually, but I made this promise that we get around to everybody eventually. So people, I got a list. People that missed yesterday. We'll get their readings as well. Well, thanks for joining us, Twinkle. Why don't you post a question, or if you would like a general reading, you just let me know. And then if you like it, you could maybe decide to hit the subscribe button and join our happy little clan of benevolent, amazing, awakening people. At least that's what we like to think. So you get the honors, Twinkle Twinkle, for being new. And you hit it at the magic moment, too. This magic moment. Oh, but you're always late? Oh, well, thanks. Thanks for saying hi today. It's really cool of you. It's a much different vibe than yesterday's program. We're just balls to the wall, full out, all in, doing tarot readings. That's why I encourage people to catch me on these programs. The sessions are a little bit more intimate. The readings are a bit more intimate. And I hope you don't mind. And how's the volumes? Can everybody hear me okay? I hope everything's good. Also, on this program, I've been wanting to start the August readings. Times wasn't right yet, but I'm hoping to get around to 2 or 3 signs tonight. They're going to be sign of Libra, sign of Scorpio, sign of Leo. Not necessarily in that order. So if any of those apply to you, Sun, Moon, Rising, Mercury, Uranus. You know the drill. And don't worry, I'll turn the music down for the readings. Seems to be a bone of contention for some people. And Georgia Peach. I hope you're doing well. How was Monday, Georgia Peach? How was Monday, Saruchi? That's Gert. That's Gert, which is short for great. I'll say hello. Hi, everybody. Hi, everyone. We still got the cat up there. We better fix that. Get out of here, kitty. What are you doing, kitty? Well, there he goes. Yeah, go ahead and post your question, Twinkle Twinkle. It's your turn. For being new and for being awesome. Well, hello to you too. Well, hello. I don't know why you say goodbye. Twinkle Twinkle and I say hello. The Twinkle Twinkle asks, may I please ask what will happen between me and H? You're in separation and no contact. Oh. So... yeah, me too, Georgia Peach. Me too. Okay, I got your question. Someone that you're not in contact with, you're in a separation with, and you're kind of asking if anything's going to happen in the future. I like the way you pose that question in a way, Twinkle Twinkle. Because you're like, what will happen? What will happen? Well, we have to reach an action point first, if anything's going to happen. The feeling I have from an 8, and just in the way the energy sits with you in regards to this H person, is that there's this no contact separation it's an inaction, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at the cards and see if anyone is setting intentions or making moves to take things for the next interaction, so to speak. Okay? Just give me a second. I'll get my cards out. And I hope you're alright. It's hard to be in a... I was going to say it's hard to be separated, but I think it's just as hard to be married, to be honest. Nothing against marriage. Yeah, the innate says there's no action. Let's have a look. Please let me know for Twinkle Twinkle and H. What stars abound for Twinkle Twinkle and H? Alright. Here we go. Let's take it to the beach. Can we go to the beach? Are we allowed? There's the beach. So, wow, you got some strong love cards up here. This is like totally goes against what, like, the feeling. Normally, like 99.9% of times when people come in and ask tarot what's going to happen between them and their ex, or them and their separated person, usually she's over and done sauce, especially if there's no contact. But you got the Ace of Cups and the Two of Cups here, which means I think you're going to meet somebody new. And I think that one day you're going to look back at your marriage with H, and you're going to be very happy that it's all behind you. You're going to appreciate the things that you taught each other and knew with one another in this lifetime, which is nice, with the Nine of Wands. But you know that anything that comes between you, with the exception of maybe final proceedings, would be unfair to you to go back, especially if you mentioned that infidelity played a role here. You said he's met somebody new, but it's also in your cards too. Your energy is twice as strong as H's because in a third party reading, you have to go through the second party to reach the third party. And you've got both the Ace of Cups and Two of Cups up in your reading. So I think, like, by this time next year, you won't be pondering this question or this query as much. You're not going to be worried about this in 9 months' time to a year's time, because I think you're going to meet somebody new here. I think that it's just the way that the fates have played it out for you. The Nine of Wands brought you to a particular point with your life with H, and then it's like, you see how like the fence went up? You know, this was like all of the spiritual repercussions to the hurt and the pain and the anguish and everything that went on. And the Nine of Wands is a very powerful card. And that says you're going to stand up and you're not going to go back there. You're actually being blocked from going back in any direction that way. You have your willpower, but it would be a struggle. It would take a lot of work for more to occur between you and H that wasn't just, you know, like I said, final proceedings. So I like the way that she's looking at that single wand. This is a time for you now to like come into your liberation. You may still be lamenting, or you may still be healing from this separation, but in the words of the great Bono of Ireland fame, he said, to love is to feel, and to hurt is to heal. Okay? So, no matter how long it takes for this lamentation, this healing process to begin, Source and Spirit, they have a new direction for you. They have they have some new scenery along your path, so to speak. And this is going to come in the form of another romantic partner. And like I said, in 9 months' time, you're not even going to be worried about this question. But what's between you and H? What's coming in the future between you and H? I see it in that Nine of Wands. It appears more like a fence than a doorway or a portal or some way to backtrack and go back to the way things were. That's just not realistic, even in spirit, and probably in reality and practicality too. But this is nice because you're going to have the opportunity to date again. You're going to have the opportunity to fall in love all over again. So I'd really hope that you would look up to those aspects of the Ace of Cups being there. Because the aces, even though the cup signifies emotion, the ace is always the opportunity. It's always the, you open it up in your field of potentiality now. But it's going to require some time. But I think it's going to happen. It's going to expedite quite quickly for you. You could be dating very soon, believe it or not. Two of Cups there, supporting right behind the Ace of Cups. For somebody that hadn't been through so much, I would say this is a wonderful reading. This is like ground floor. New rules, new regulations, new dating, new qualities, new heights of pleasure and emotion. So it's really good. The only thing coming between the two of you is a fence, and that fence is probably a metaphor for maybe the final proceedings of divorce or what have you in itself, because your spirit's saying you're not going back there. You're not going back that direction. It's like physically, spiritually impossible. But the immediate future is actually really beautiful for you. The Ace of Cups is a beautiful tarot card. It doesn't always have to mean necessarily new romance. I think in your case, it is for romance. But at the same time, this is about the beauty and the talent that lies within. This is about appreciating yourself enough now to not be in a situation, a relationship, or another marriage where you're just mirroring or you're just reliving, it for the sake of having. You're going to be truly inspired by some loving energy that's coming towards you, which is really nice. I like that in the Ace of Cups. And with the Two of Cups supporting it right there on its heels, That's why I think it does mean new romance for you, a new person. So that's really good. I like that. Okay? Don't you worry about it. It's just a fence. That's all that's coming between the two of you. You can sort it all out or talk all about it, in lives to come, or the spaces in between, or in the mind of your heart when you think back of the time that you spent with him. With H, sorry, I shouldn't assume gender. It is 2020. With the amount of time that you spend with H, that's that wand, that one wand that she's holding there, right? Because the message with this person is like, it's not that of transformation. It's not that of it's changed with age. It's just like, now you know the truth about the situation. Now you know what the reality is like behind all of the pillow talk, right? It's like, what's his name? Pete Townsend. We don't get fooled again. All right? But I don't think you have to worry about that. I think you just have to trust in yourself that you're deserving of more, of something that was worthwhile, and just appreciate the fact that your timeline may have been adjusted for a relationship that was meant to be more meaningful to you in your life, especially when you've been duped. If infidelity comes into play and somebody, had their mind and their body parts where they shouldn't have been. So the Nine of Wands is all about understanding how to be fair to yourself. Okay? Thanks, Twinkle Twinkle. Lots of love, big hugs. It's not easy. You'll be just fine. Hyacinth. I like the way you typed that in, Hyacinth. And welcome, Michelle. Thanks for being here. Michelle. Well, my Michelle. Michelle, you were here yesterday. Silly. Did I not read for you yesterday? I'm pretty sure I read for you yesterday, Michelle. Oh yeah, you hit us up on the donation line. Thank you so much for that. Will you receive a large sum of money before the end of the year? I'll check an oracle for that for you, Michelle. And then I'm going to read for Hyacinth. Oh, you didn't have to hit me up again. You didn't have to do that. We're just taking it easy. Oh, and Saruchi, did you hit the button too? You guys are hitting the big blue button. You're going to keep me busy. You're going to keep me working. I came here to relax, damn it. And now you guys are just pressing me for free. I'm just kidding. I love doing this stuff for you guys, and I appreciate you hitting that blue button. That's really cool of you. So we're going to address it like this. We're going to go Saruchi. Hi, Saruchi. Michelle. And then Hyacinth. Hi, Skarka. Good to have you here. Get me accepted offer from the mail. Let's have a look. Whoa. Tarot's jumpy for you, Saruchi. Jumpy. Rather jumpy than lumpy. That's what I say. I'd rather have the cards flipping and popping than just be lumpy and dead. Wow, look at you. Having a bubble. You have a bubble bath. Having a bubble bath. Tiny bubbles in my bath. You can go to the beach too, Saruchi. Take you to the beach. Nice. Sun card is here. Up with the lovers. And the Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords gets what she wants. This is a yes for me, Saruchi. I think you get this. Anytime with the sun, it's like, yeah, it's going to be alright. And the Queen of Swords is extra affirmation in that you did it. You wrote the test. You put pen to paper. The pen is mightier than the sword. She should be called the Queen of Pens. And number 2 pencils, depending on what you like. But there she is. Not going to stop for anything. But the Sun and the Lover's card has you being in connection with that which you love. And that idea is obsessively, in fact, the forefront of your conscious mind. You know, you think about this a lot. You're in it. You're all in it. You're in for a penny. You're in for a pound, Saruchi. That much work, that much dedication, that much, call it co-creation and manifestation that you've done towards this. I don't see it not happening, especially with the Sun and the Lover's card here. You know, and what a giant weight it's going to feel like lifted off your shoulders once that test is done. You're going to feel so good about it. So I don't want you to turn the acceptance letter into, or waiting for acceptance to mail to turn into something painful for yourself. Life's too short to worry and stress about the timeliness of the offer being accepted. But I don't want you to stress the in-between times either, all right? The Sun's right there in the middle. Stay centered, stay in the middle. You're going to write the test, you're going to feel good about it afterwards. And I think I've been saying this for over a year now, Saruchi, that you're going to feel really good after you take this test. And then the Lover speaks of like Gemini and Gemini season. Like I said, I don't want you to stress the time. But you know, you may see something very amazing in regards to an offer or being close to that which you love come June. I don't know what their schedule for acceptance or higher learning, or if it's an actual job or whatever you're getting through them. But it's good. You're going to enjoy it. You're going to like it. Because the Sun, who doesn't love the Sun, right? Except for people that might like have an ultra sensitivity to it. But we're not including them in our study now, are we? Okay. Good luck, Mayo. I'll get a little ketchup, mustard, or relish to go with that. Alright, Saruchi? Don't worry about a thing. This is a big yes for me today, and your cards have been positive for the last 3 days. It's building up to a good week for you. Set your intentions, though, right? We're still like Cancer new moon, and then we're coming up to like a big Aquarius full moon here, you know, long before that. So that's really good. Christina, craving an apple pie, Torres. Hi, Sarabi. Thank you. Sarabi, we're going to get you in there right after Hyacinth. Sarabi. Okay, it's going to go as Michelle, Hyacinth, Sarabi. And I might have to catch up with my friend Christina, craving an apple pie, Torres. Skarika asks, could maybe PayPal and ask about a question and see about a bubble bath. Just be patient, Skarika. If you're gonna hang with us like in traditional fashion, you know, we'll chat. And Michelle Lawhorn asks, will I receive a large sum of money before the end of this year? Let's have a look. I want to go into my finance oracle deck for that question. Okay. Hi, Sarabi. Hi, Saruchi. Thanks so much. Appreciate you keeping the light on for us, Saruchi. And don't you worry. Don't you worry. It's only a few short days away. That's Thursday. Did you go with 8 a.m., Saruchi? Are you writing at 8 a.m.? Hi, Joshika. Welcome, Joshika. You must be new here. Priority. First time callers is a feature of our Root Chakra Monday night relaxation program. I just came here to chill. Yeah, if you're going to be around for a while, Skarika. Hi, Sarah. Yeah, I'm accepting donations and I'm reading for new people or anyone that missed their readings yesterday. Thanks, Joshika. Got you on the list. Right after Surabi. List goes like this. Michelle, Hyacinth, Surabi, Jashika. Okay. So just be a little bit patient, Jashika. We got a few people ahead, and then I'll get to yours. This is interesting. And we'll pull tarot for this too. Okay. Just be patient, Skarika. I'll be with you in a second. Okay. You got card number 24, got an owie. So, this is about, like, Michelle, this sum of money that you're wanting to manifest, or that you're wondering if it will magically manifest itself for you in your life this year. It still has potential to do that, but this got an owie card as your financial oracle is going to be like, what is this money for? Like, what are you doing with it? That's what Source wants to know. I don't care. You're free, Michelle, to do whatever you want with that money. Okay, but when I see this card in your financial oracle, I'm wondering, are you behind on your bills? Are you like just wanting to stop the bleeding, the financial, like keep your current, like your means, the money that you spend, right? And you're hoping that a large sum will take away the stress of you having to like get it in increments? Or is this money that you're wanting to manifest in your life, or wanting to magically manifest itself to you in your life, does this money have purpose? And if so, Source is asking you to clarify that purposefulness of that money. Like, to what is the end? To what is the effect? Because it's like asking for a tool. You want to start a business? Okay. So this is asking right now about, before this money can come in, you're needing to remove something, or you're needing to remove a certain thought that you have attached to this money. And it's not because that thought, like, it's not an idea that's going to fail, but it's kind of like, you would need to be very careful with this money if it's coming in. Like, I don't get a sense of like lottery winnings or anything like that. Sorry if I dashed your hopes on your Powerball ticket. But like, if you went out for like investments or searching for capital, it would be like, you would have to be very careful with this. You would have to kind of like nurture it or nest egg this money very much so with this God and Owie card, because it's saying, and as well, to tie up loose ends with old money and old money situations to help new money come in. I'm going to pull a couple tarot cards for you on this. That was just like a financial oracle for you. Hi, Newton. You were here yesterday and didn't get a reading either. I'll put you on the list. Okay. Grab a snack. That's right. That's right, Christina Torres. We're just finding out what are the chances of big sums of money coming from Michelle by the end of 2020. It's not looking good the way the energy sits today, Michelle. And I'm sorry, I wish it was. It's not out of the realm of the potential, with Two of Pentacles coming into play now. Yeah, you have to tidy up some past business before you're able, like, money's not going to magically manifest itself, but you can help create that along or speed that up. And it's going to be tough for you because I don't see this coming. I don't see messages or offerings of big monies coming in. And the Two of Pentacles is saying, like, you're being asked to do the dance a little bit longer. Whether this is the make ends meet dance, robbing Peter to pay Paul, that sort of thing. That's not to say, like, with willpower, anything's possible. If you do go out and request formal financial backing and investment and stuff like this, obviously you're resourceful enough to make that happen. But this is asking you to really ground your ideas, to really bring everything back into today, so that if you can imagine that the money is already there, that the lump sum is actually already arrived, you would have to you need to like kind of like break it down and have a business plan ready. Like, how much money would you need to spend, and how much money are you willing to be responsible for, especially if it's other people's money, right? So that's tough. So money without strings, I don't see that coming. Money with strings is possible, right? Because she's like a little marionette there. The Two of Pentacles always reminds me of a little puppet on a string, right? So that's money with strings. That is definitely possible for you to do, and that may happen, but it's not going to, and just in touch with your energy, like, it's not going to be as liberating as one might consider a big lump or a big bag of cash might be. Okay, so I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but I'm not really seeing it here in the cards today, Michelle. Aw, sad face, smiley face, smiley face. You know, you're a poop mouth, Ron Burgundy. Sorry, sorry, Michelle. Okay, all right. Well, thank you, Sarah Ann. I'll put you in after Joshika. And there was somebody else, I think, too. Oh, yeah. And then we'll write, because Newton missed. Okay, Hyacinth. The list is like this. Hyacinth, Sarabi, Joshika, Sarah Ann, Newton. Hi, Ange. Welcome. Thanks for coming in. Michelle, I want you to really get into your vortex. I want you to really get into your vibe and your frequency and feel what it would be like to have that big lump sum of cash sitting in your bank account or underneath your mattress. Dream with the freedom like you already have it, and you will help speed up those big lump sums. But we want lump sums of cash without any strings attached. That's what we really want. And that's a tall order in today's land of weirdness. Okay? Speaking of weirdness, that's exactly what I'm being today. It's okay, I'm allowed. I got a special permit for it. They used to call it a day pass. Now they call it like weird person permitting. What he's permitting, I have no idea. Stay tuned for that one, folks. It's 99.9 on a relaxing Root Chakra Monday. Catching up on all the people that missed out on readings and honoring super chats. That's just us. That's just how we do. Hyacinth, can you please go ahead and post your question? Thanks for being new here. I appreciate that. Do I have any stalkers right now? We'll take a close look at that, Sarah Ann. But we as always, we kindly ask you to wait your turn. Jashika J says, I'm juggling my attention with kids, so I can't grab a snack even if I wanted to. Because the snacks are all gone, because you have kids. That's my life right there. Where the hell are all the snacks? Well, they're gone, because you have kids, silly. Alright. I did, Newton. You're on there. Don't you worry. People don't stress out. I came here to relax, goddammit. I'm just kidding. What are A's feelings and intentions towards me? Solid question, Hyacinth. And Christina, I'm gonna eat apple pie Torres. Don't you go anywhere, young lady. Don't you go anywhere. Okay, Newton, I put you in a timeout. Please don't spam the chat asking to be added to the list. I said yes, you were. Okay? What are A's feelings towards Hyacinth? What are A's feelings towards Hyacinth? Or intentions. Okay. Switch this over. We got some court cards up with some reversal action going on here. What's this all about? Knight of Wands reversed up with the Knight, or sorry, King of Wands reversed up with the Knight of Cups reversed. So, I don't know. I just get a sense of like jockeying for position, or this A person, probably a nice person, likely a very attractive person, somebody that usually gets what they want too, this A person. And correct me if I'm wrong, okay, Hyacinth? This A person generally tends to get what they want. But when it comes to their personal relationships, I get a sense that like there's a little bit of a lack of authenticity going on with A. Like they struggle with being authentic, like listening like from an authentic place, like being an empathic listener, all that stuff. So his intentions for you don't really have your best intentions. He doesn't really have your best intentions in mind at this time. I shouldn't assume gender. But A, I just don't feel that A has your best intentions as their motivator or their inspiration for having dealings with you, or interactions or conversations or communication, because they seem to be in a place where they haven't maybe come to the table fully, completely, and correctly when it comes to listening to you authentically. Like what I'm asking you is if you actually have like a real voice in A's world, in A's lifetime, right? Because, and I feel like you don't, and it's not because it's a neural condition, right? So it's like, wow, that's pretty huge. That's a definite blocker, right? So there's that inability that's there. And, you know, you're probably a very gentle, giving, loving soul. And props for you for that. Big ups to Hyacinth for that. But at the same time, when we see this King of Wands, this Knight of Cups, there's something going on with the untimely of this. This is like, you know, two kingdoms that just, they have different cultures. They may exist together beneficially, mutually beneficial in terms of your relationship, but it's like what's behind it is not, it's not sustainable enough. It's like, you know, knowing that you can eat some cheap Chinese food, but you're going to be hungry an hour later, right? And that's very difficult for you, especially because, you know, two birds with one stone. And I think you can keep your relationship with A the way it is without disruption, giving this person their room and their space to, I don't know, get what they want out of life, or do what they must, or do what they need to do. And the intentions towards you are like, maybe they feel bad because there's nothing that there's to offer, right? Or maybe like they feel like a different person when you're around, which is also like kind of a tricky situation for you to be in as well. So, and I don't see this person like asking too much of you in the near future either. But it comes to a point where if you know, one of you is in need of support, that would be the true test. And like I have this feeling like they either wouldn't come or they wouldn't be able to come. So yeah, big hugs out, Hyacinth. There's really not much in regards to like substance behind the action or the intention, so to speak, if that makes sense. Hopefully that makes sense for you. I have no idea what most of this is all about, right? So, yeah, it could be highly passionate, highly pleasurable, and a matter of convenience too. But that's tough. Like, I don't like to accuse people of things, but this does have like that self-serving energy behind it, or that lack of authenticity. So, and that's really tough. You mentioned that he's dealing with, or that they're dealing with some health problems as well. So that doubles down. That can't make it easy. All right, Hyacinth. So don't look for much there, to be honest with you. Okay? You have to be the flexible one, right? Like 100% of the time. Yeah. That's what concerns me, right? The best interest. Yeah, that's really tough on you. I would suggest I don't really want to give you advice or suggestions on the situation, but just I want to say, be careful of the amount of emotional investment you have here. It's good to be emotional and to be empathetic and empathic towards this person. But again, make sure you're not draining yourself as a result. Okay? Hyacinth, it was a pleasure to speak with you today. I'm looking to talk to Sarabi. Alright. And I see JMF, G, and Jasmine Moore. Hi, Jasmine. Have come in. So we're going to go ahead and put you guys down on the list. Yeah. It's tough to see when it comes like with court cards too. Because this is very much like on a swing pattern. His intentions and feelings for you and what he thinks about you, they change on the daily. They change quite frequently as well. You got to download from the G.O.D. The G.O.D. and the world famous Juice Bros. Okay. Where does G.O.D. live? Where does he live? I like that. I like that, Sarabi. Let me go back to your original question. Will I get married in November? And then you said you got a download from God regarding marriage. And you were in it? It's interesting. Let's have a look. That's great advice, Sarabi. And hi, Lily. Welcome. Edith! Holy moly, what a surprise to see Edith Intuitive Tarot here. Everybody, if you don't know Edith, I don't even know Edith. Edith, we never really knew each other anyway. I'm just teasing. If you guys are seeing Edith Intuitive Tarot for the first time ever in your life, if she just like came in and blew your mind and you're like, whoa, who is Edith Intuitive Tarot? I encourage you to click on her icon and check out her channel, because she has one of these style of amazing programs as well. It's very good. But we're looking for Sarabi right now. We're going to ask Tarot for Sarabi if she's married by November. We're trying to confirm it, because a download came from the G.O.D. The G-O-O-D. Good God. Eight of Cups. So Sarabi, this download you received, was it like in a dream or like some kind of image of marriage? Because what I get here with the Eight of Cups, the Seven of Wands, and a Page of Pentacles is like, we don't have traditional marriage cards here in this question in the way the energies sit today. Like, did the vision give you an indication of who it might be? Like, do you have somebody in mind? Like, because that's what I get a sense of here. It's kind of like you're holding this out in front of you as like this vast, great unknown, you know. I think November is early, and I think I remember reading this for you a little bit earlier as well. But I think November is a little bit early. But I would trust in a vision from God way more than I would trust some hocus pocus funky monkey in the corner of the internet, you know. I do believe in what tarot says, but I hate giving bad news. But I just don't see it in these cards. But if you saw it in a vision, don't let the cards disrupt that energy. I want you to go to that energy, to flow with that energy, right? Through indication, through sparks, right? Trust your vision, trust your life path, Sarabi. To be honest, I can't confirm this for you today through these cards, but the Page of Pentacles says you could be receiving a great gift. You're going to receive a message as well about your life being about to change. It doesn't say anything about marriage itself, but your life is going to change as a result of this. Eight of Cups indicates a life change as well. So that's good. So it might not be marriage in the traditional sense, but you could be involved with someone. You could have new adventures with someone as well. But don't get hung up on the marriage part, right? Because that's just kind of a portion there that will lead to stress and anxiety about the whole situation to begin with. Enjoy the gift of your time with this person, whether you know them. Do you know them? The divorce has to be mutual. Okay, holy, there's a whole backstory coming here now. I got through an indication. Yes, I have my ex coming back. He's waiting for his karmic to divorce him. She keeps spying on you, and the divorce has to be mutual. Yeah, November's a little early, but your life is going to change before November, probably as a result of all this. But I'm not seeing a marriage in November as well. November is going to be a really rough and tumble month, and we're like hurtling towards it really fast. Things are just not progressing in the real world as fast as the time is actually going. So that's a no for me for marriage by November. But you should know that your life is going to change dramatically in the next little while. Look for the 8th month even, 7 into 8th month. By August, you're going to be fully ready to receive your life change. And then Virgo season, represented by Page of Pentacles, is a time where you're presented with that opportunity, that gift of that time to actually change your life. Okay? So maybe this is just things coming to fruition, you getting to smooch and snuggle and hug and kiss and live life as if you were already married. But who wants that? I'm just teasing, Sarabi. Who doesn't want that? I totally understand. Okay, here, let me just blow those cards up for you real quick. Sorry, I realized that I didn't do that for you. 8 of Cups, 7 of Wands, Page of Pentacles. No, I don't think married by November, but your life is going to change. And the vision you were shown, that indication, perhaps the reason it took on the form of marriage is because you had that expectation or that thought, or that's the biggest kind of life change that you would be able to relate to, is that of marriage. Okay, so that's something. That's pretty good. I like that 8 of Cups there in the reading. 8 of Cups is one of those cards. It can always go either way. It's kind of like my card of romantic traffic, so to speak. Yeah. 7 of Wands is rather interesting. That more has like that defensive overtone, just because, you're holding on, you're gripping really tightly right now to this all panning out for you. And when I say panning out, I mean working out in your direction and in your favor. You're held on to this idea completely tightly. Try to be more like Page of Pentacles and less like 7 of Wands. Hold it there like a butterfly or a baby bird in your hands. Don't grip it like a stiff rod or whatever, a stiff wand, a stiff drink, a stiffy. Hey, this is programs PG-13. Y'all behave out there. Okay? Dear goodness, Sarabi. Lots of love. Thank you for hitting the blue button today. I appreciate you for doing that. And Joshika, let me go back to your original question. It's 99.9 on a relaxing Monday. At least it was meant to be relaxed. We were meant to catch up on readings today, but people have been busy. It's Leo season. It's about to get crack-a-lackin'. The campfire's when the campfire's cracking, don't bother asking. So we want to talk to Joshika. And then we have Sarah Ann, Then we have Jasmine Moore, and then we have JMMFGH, GGG, good game, bro, GGH. Joshika J asks, how soon will I get a new job? Okay. As soon as you get a haircut. Get a haircut and get a real job. Clean your racked up and don't be a slob. I'm just playing with you, Joshika. I don't think you're a slob. It's one of those old funny songs I like to sing. We'll definitely ask Tarot about that. Okay. Doesn't mean I'm not allowed to feel playful. Hi, everybody. Thanks for checking it out. When will Joshika get a new job? When will Joshika get a new job? Wow, Tarot is really coming. Wow. Wow. Really soon. Really soon. End of August, latest. That's the latest. August 1st, earliest. It's beautiful. I love it when it is bouncing around and serene like this. Okay, you see what this is? Offering of work. Okay? You got the job offer, the perfect combo that Tarot could have given to anybody that was looking for a job. A job offer is coming in for you in August, and I think you're gonna accept it. Trying to grow your hair. I'm just teasing you. Look at these cards for you though. In regards to that question, how soon will I get a new job? It's right around the corner. Literally. I don't know if this place where you're gonna work is like really close, or you might have a short commute even. But it's really positive. Knight of Cups up with 8 of Pentacles here. The offering of work in regards to you asking, will you get a new job? And the 8 is nice in this, right? Because just simply because of the number of the month. That's why I'm telling you. I think that this is happening for you in Leo season. It'll be between August 1st and August 31st. A job offer will come in. And I see you reaching out and taking it. That's really good. I like that. So you'll be working before you know it. Literally, we're sitting here on the 20th. This thing could be happening 10 days. It is financially scary, right? Everything is just so wackadoodle right now. So that's really good. I really like to see that, Joshika, the Knight of Cups being in there. And you're not even going to mind it. The fact that it's the offering is that of a cups, it shows that you're going to be quite aligned with it. You're either going to have an easy time doing the job, or you're going to get along well with other people there. It's just gonna like nicely fit with your schedule, and you're actually going to be able to still enjoy some of your time, you know. So that's really good. Okay, thanks, Joshika. Appreciate that. Sarah Ann, let's go back to Sarah Ann's original question. I see June Flower hit the button too. Thanks for hitting the blue button, June Flower. Anybody? Oh yeah. I'm kind of lost in this like folky music. Hey Manuel, what's up? Good to see you back here. Hi Lily, thanks for all the support, you guys. Give one another in the chat room too. That is awesome. That is truly amazing. I love that. Okay, so the list goes like this. It's going to go Sarah Ann, Jasmine Moore, JHMMGF, HIJKLMNOP, and then the June Flower. It's been a while since we talked, June Flower. Looking forward to it. Okay. So that's good. Am I behind? Oh, Sarah Ann says, do I have any stalkers right now? Your stalker's at your locker. Be careful, he's 90 years old and probably has to walk with a walker. Just kidding. Just kidding. Am I a funny guy or am I a real sweet talker? And if he's bugging you on Insta media, then just block her. Or him. Block him. Block him, rock him. Okay. You're welcome, Joshika. What? Please touch base with me again after this comes in. You know, it's a hard time economically for everybody, and you know, getting a job will be there. But things are picking up. Things are picking up. So I think it'll happen for you. And please let me know either way a confirmation of whether that reading was accurate for you, because you'll be able to do that sometime in in the month of August, I feel. Okay. Does Sarah Ann have any stalkers right now? How did that old song go? Do I have any stalkers? I used to have a stalker, and her name was Betty Crocker. Okay, the secret of the comedy is knowing when to quit, and I haven't figured that out yet. Alright. Does Sarah Ann have any stalkers, and if so, who? Oh, wow. Is it possible that you have somebody that thinks about you nonstop, but gets way too drunk or stoned to bother driving by your house repeatedly? Like, I think you have somebody that's stalker-ish, but they're either, like, too drunk or too lazy or too high to, like, actively, like, pursue you or give you, like, that peeping Tom, that weird, eerie feeling. There is a person there, and I don't even know if it's just because you're thinking of it. It's a King of Cups reversed, and that's just a radically a wackadoodle, like a weird old dude. Okay, but the reversal on the Judgment card there is being like, that's a Bob Marley sign. That's like, don't worry about a thing, Sarah Ann. Okay, you don't have to worry here. You're not going to have to, like, do anything weird or call the police or press charges or nothing like that's going to happen. Okay, not in your near future. You're not in any danger. Okay, which is nice. The Judgment came reversed. But there is somebody there. Their spirit's kind of tooting the horn or blowing the horn on somebody there that maybe obsesses about you in their mind or, like, can't ever stop thinking about you. But they're either, like, kind of like, they're too incapacitated or unable to, like, stalk you. Like, they don't have the wherewithal to, like, know where you're at or, like, to, like, go to where you're at. If that makes sense. So it's not like an active stalking. This is more like a mental obsession that somebody has with you. Is this person a water sign, a Scorpio, a Pisces, or a Cancer? Possibly, but doesn't necessarily have to be so. But yeah, their emotion, they're not even really emotionally attached to you. They're just obsessed with the idea with you. So I'm not certain if you just, like, you got all the right stuff. You got all the right curves and all the right angles and all the right bangs and all the right dangles. You float their boat. You turn their crank. You know, they think about you a lot. So, you know, but you're not in any danger. This person is not getting off their butt to go and do that sort of stuff, because the feeling is that this person might be even a little bit lazy. Okay, but I'm not seeing anybody else other than that. Okay, and your angels want you to know as well, you're protected always, Sarah Ann. Okay, that is good. That is really good. And thank you for hitting the blue button. Thank you for the question. All right, goes like this: Jasmine Moore, JMMGF, then June Flower. Should be a time. Then maybe we'll get to relax. Just then. I'm just teasing. I don't mind doing these for you guys. My hope was to catch up on a lot of the readings. People I haven't talked to in a long time. People that came to the program yesterday and had to wait too long and missed their turn. You know, all that good stuff. I know Edith can relate. You know, I'm happy to see. I checked your channel page. I think it was like a week ago or something, Edith. I saw you come across, and I checked your channel page. I see you're up to, like, getting close to 1,000 subscribers. So I'm so glad that your channel is still growing. So nice to have a moderator in the room too. Really nice. It's a good vibe tonight. Jasmine Moore asks, do I need to move away from where I currently live? Okay. Let's have a look at that. I need some time with that one too. Get back in the deck, King of Cups. You don't just get to hang out on center stage forever. Just go back into the deck so you can get reshuffled. Oh, I see Stealthy Cat 446. Is that right? Do we have someone named Stealthy Cat 446? You must be nice, or you must be nice. You do have nice energy, Stealthy Cat. I just don't know if you're still here. I meant to say you must be new, Stealthy Cat. What's new, Stealthy Cat? Whoa, 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 whoa. What's new, Stealthy Cat? Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, Jasmine. Let's have a look here. You got your back up about something. You've got this strange feeling. It's almost as like your what do they call that? Your automaton? No, your parasympathetic nervous system. I know those are big words even for me. But you've got your back up about something. I don't know like why your fight or flight might be engaged right now. I think you're just like fed up with the situation. You've really got your back up about it lately. Let's see what the cards are saying. Here's that Princess of Pentacles again. This time she's showing up reversed. The Ten of Wands. We might have read for this before, but you're picking up, you're packing up, you're getting out of Dodge. I think you'll just do it one day. But again, I said you had your back up about something. The old Ten of Wands is there, and he's about to put his back out because he's carrying so much stress. You gotta drop the stress, I feel a little bit. And if that doesn't even come close to relating, there's something about your workload or something that you're doing that you're not realizing that's having a negative impact right now. But I feel like you're about to move past it. You're about to move on. You're talking about physically moving locations. Perhaps finances is an issue. Finding something that's suitable, that sits right, is the hold up here. And hopefully that's not stressing you out too badly, because that's easily overcome. You're really focused right now. You really want to make it to like that finish line or that amazing day where you actually you pack up, you pick it up, you pack it up and go. But you're going to be downsizing through this move. You're going to be minimizing a little bit, I feel. You're going to be taking some stuff to Goodwill. You're going to be selling some stuff. You're going to be getting rid of some things that no longer serve you. And as well, there's something about experience here in terms of location. It's not quite time for you to drop what you have just right now, but that time is coming because your back is up about it. You're emotionally, physically, and spiritually, you're at the point where you're like, I can't take this anymore. I can't deal with this anymore. The fresh start seems like the brand new answer. So you said you already knew the answer to this question, like whether you need to or have to or will. I see you moving on. And I see you needing to assess sort of the impact. You want to make sure that this move is not going to generate an old cycle of repetition. You don't want to go back into old cycles right now. So if moving like means like a cut in pay, or that you have to kind of start all over in regards to like, I don't know if it's a work transfer or having to like start a new job or give up what you got to do it, this is what's really slowing down this process. Okay. So I would say if I was a Ten of Wands and that silly Princess of Pentacles that's come up here, you know, in all of this uncertainty, like you say, you know, but I just get a sense of so much uncertainty around you and your back being up about it. I would encourage you to visualize, okay? And I would encourage you to feel at this time as if like when you're laying in bed at night that you're already in your new place, your new apartment or your new house or whatever it might be. Try and get into that feeling, because that's what's going to eliminate the pressure and the stresses of today right now as you lead up towards the move. because you don't want to have to move under duress or under stress or under strain. You don't need this move to be combined with like a whole bunch of other X, Y's, and Z's that are going on in your life. You're going to want this to be like the final sentence to this particular chapter in your life, the day that you like walk out the door for good. It's going to happen. You're just not ready to set everything down yet. Just yet. You're not 100% confident because something's holding you back and there's a lot of stress going on. But I won't harp on that because that can just create more stress. And I'm sorry, Jasmine, if I had to pick that stuff out on you. But what I'm saying is visualize, imagine, get into the feeling that the next chapter has already begun, and then things will just start to click. And now is not a time for inaction and waiting. Okay, now is a time, especially Leo season. Remember, it's crack-a-lackin'. This is a season of doing. This is what they call the open season. Manifestation, willpower, okay, courage, all of this stuff that the stupid Princess of Pentacles is saying is what's lacking in this situation. But I want you to have it, and I want you to get it. And in this case, what I got to tell you is that you got to get after it. And I know it's hard because the 10 of Wands, he's so tired already. You're so tired already. You've been carrying it for so long now. And now this crazy tarot reader is asking you to dig deeper and to take more action and be even more busy. Well, you know, as counterintuitive as that sounds, yes, that's what I'm saying these cards are all about. Being like, just when you thought it was over, you know, you got to reach in, you got to dig a little deeper, you got to do a little bit more, okay, whatever that is in regards to your situation. All right, lots of love, Jasmine. Thank you so much for the question. All right, I got hot for that reading. I got hot. JMMH, let's go back to JMMH. Thanks for hitting the blue button, Jasmine. You're so sweet. What happened to your picture, Jasmine? You've been hanging out with us for quite a while, which is good. All right. Man, these tunes are like, they're a little bit more heavy than I like. It's supposed to be a relaxing show. You're most welcome. Just give me a second, everybody. Figure out some stuff here. There we go. That's the button I wanted. I think that was the one I wanted. Maybe not. Here we go. That was getting a little bit too intense for me. The tarot says dig deeper. Yeah. You're welcome. Okay, JMMGHXYKZ. Let's go back to your original question. Will Zoe come back to me? Is it Zoe or Zoe? Let's have a look. I love the little Zoltar emoji, June flower. That's Zoltar. You're welcome, Jasmine. Thank you. The tarot does say dig deeper. You're waiting. Remember Bob Marley? Remember Bob? Do you guys remember Bob? Are you old enough to remember Bob? I don't want to wait in vain for your love. Call this waiting in vain. But let's see what the tarot says. 7 of Pentacles. Been waiting for a time. 6 of Pentacles. Nine of Swords. The way the energy sits today, JMGH, is somebody still feeling like that they were really treated unfairly. So if this is your Zoe person that I'm seeing here, they may be hurting just as much as you are. But I get a sense that there was like somebody perceived something as being completely unfair when it wasn't necessarily unfair. Somebody was just being like honest and forthright and true, and somebody couldn't handle the truth. Somebody had like some growing up to do. So I don't know if this is Zoe. It probably is. But this person is hurting right now. This person is in a bit of anguish as well over whether this is a relationship that went wrong. But there's a misperception that's happened here with the 6-9, 6 Pentacles, 9 Swords, right? There's a misperception that's occurred. And somebody feels like they got the short end of the stick when really they didn't. The other person was just being their own interdependent self. That was not a surprise to the other person. That was not new to the other person. That didn't like come out of left field and be like absolutely weird. But there's been a misperception about the fairness in this situation. And until that's addressed through communication, which Nine of Swords, I get a sense that there may not be much communication going on there as well. Somebody's shut the other person off, shut the other person out, is not letting anybody in at this time right now as well. Like you're both hurting, which gives me an indication that it's not outside the realm of potentiality for you guys to forgive one another and get back together. But right now, that's not happening because somebody's perceiving something was completely unfair, but it wasn't necessarily so. So I don't know if it's a situation where pride is in the way, or just like, how do we approach this? How can we actually address this subject matter in a way that isn't going to cause more frustration, more fighting, more anger, or more resentment when the one party is just trying to be fair? And look, like I was acting out of altruism, I was acting out of the thing, but the other person just wasn't, I want to say, grown up enough to receive it, or is just not, they're not reciprocal. You know, it could be a situation where the relationship with Zoe, it was take, give, but it was like only a one-way street. It's like the Nine of Swords is saying the Six of Pentacles was betrayed. It was like completely like somebody came and upset all of the whole dang thing. Like, did somebody wreck the living room here? I don't know what went on, but unfortunately, if you guys do get back together, it won't be for a long time, and it won't be until somebody comes to a point of maturity to where they can accept and say to themselves that I was wrong. And then by that time, whether or not you're still even in the market for Zoe, that will remain to be seen. Okay, but it's not outside the realm of potentiality. It could still happen here. We're dealing with lower pip cards, right? So there's a lot more that could happen. But somebody's mind is either made up or completely closed right off in this situation, which tilts the spectrometer of will we get back togetherness over to not very likely. Okay, if I was at Magic 8 Ball and you were shaking me, that would be the little triangle that came up. I would say not very likely. You could try shaking me again in a couple weeks' time or after you guys have a conversation. But as of now, it says not very likely. Okay, big hugs though. Big hugs. Okay. Today's energies. Always reading today's energies. Look at this. Listen to this little jam. This is a fun one. This will pick up our spirits. Okay, don't worry. It's just Leo season. Everyone's about to get really horny. June flower. Sorry, that was just like very direct. I just was reminded of that scene at the end of Caddyshack where Rodney Dangerfield comes out and he spreads his arms open and he's like, "Hey everybody, we're all gonna get laid." So don't worry about a thing. Okay, Bob Marley style. Brianna 11s. Brianna 11. And welcome, Brianna. Good to have you on the program, as always. Brianna, you've brought the good bumping vibes. You always do. June Flower. Let's go back to June Flower's original question. Thanks for hitting the blue button, JMMGF, JG, GG, GF. Okay. Good luck with Zoe. I hope you can get a breakthrough there. You guys could really use it, both of you, for your learning and for your life path and karma clearing techniques. You guys, I really hope for a breakthrough for you guys, 100%. And Tara's here now too. Hi, Tara. Welcome. All right. Said I was going to do it. I'm doing it. Hold on. We'll go do it. Do it. Love reading. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. Love reading. Of course, June. I love you, so I'll read for you. How about that? How about that for love reading? How about this, June? Can I try out a new deck on you? Okay, thanks. You said yes. I heard it in my mind. Love reading for June, please. It's always a tongue twister around here. I see Midnight Star in the room now too. It's awesome. Hit the blue button. There she is again. We switched decks. God dang it. A Princess of Pentacles. What a bit. What's she doing? She's just bouncing around being like, hey, everybody, we're all going to get laid. I'm just teasing. Not really, though. If you want to, 'tis the season. It's Leo season. It's open season. We'll go do it. Okay? That's what's happening. June Flower, you've drawn the Two of Wands and the Princess of Pentacles here. You just said love reading. And because I love you so much, I want to let you know that I love the Two of Wands. Okay? Because the Two of Wands is like Biggie Smalls. You can have what you want, be what you want. Sky is the limit and you know that you can have what you want, be what you want, okay? Anything in this world that's outside of yourself, you can come into alignment with it. Now, if you mean love in regards to romance, you can align yourself with romance. You totally can. There are a lot of people out there, even amidst the whole COVID thing, that would much rather be 6 inches deep than 6 feet apart, okay? You can have that if you want that. Two of Wands. If you want to have a clearer understanding of a certain person, a lover, a friend, now is the time where distances can be bridged. You can reach out. You can really start to develop deep and meaningful conversations with people that you're interested in. The energy is very supportive of that right now, and for reaching out and for making connections and making contact. So that's really good. And the Princess of Pentacles again there. The Pentacle is before them. It's about reaching out, and this is a confidence issue as well again. If you are aligned with love, and if you are even aligned with the pursuit of love, what can stand in your way, really? What can be so much as to oppose you if you are sided with the nature of benevolent love? What can stand against you? So that should give you a little bit of confidence. It should give you a lot of confidence. I don't know, perhaps there's like an ancient fear of rejection, or being told like, no, not right now, or no, just not now, or no, I'm not feeling it. If you start to choose love, and if by love you meant romance, you want a romance reading. So if you choose romance and you actually do the things that romantic people do, you're going to meet other romantic people too. Two of Wands, okay? Like aligns with like, okay? Things run parallel, and then when they get really close, that's where the friction begins, right? And all of that good stuff. And it's possible as well that perhaps you know somebody that either currently or in the past has conditioned you because the way they showed you love was primarily through gift giving, okay? That's a possibility too. And your ideas about how love is expressed. They could be expanding right now to beyond, like, some people say I love you, some people do I love you, some people, sorry, it wasn't a question, they do the thing called I love you. And other people, like, they give gifts, and other people they encourage, and then that's like the actions that are done out of love, right? So Princess of Pentacles, you get a little bit more confidence and you start to align with romantic things, romantic thoughts, sexy pizza, sexy people. Then that's when I see for you sort of things being able to pick up. This is an alignment issue with you, and it's about increasing your confidence again, right? Absolutely, Jashika. These readings can resonate for the whole tribe, for the whole chat room. That's the way that synchronicity designed my whole entire brain. I'm like one of these readers that I jump into the deep ocean, and that's just how it comes out. Okay, June Flower, 2 of Wands up in your love reading today. So in knowing this, I just want to make sure that if this is important to you, do romantic things, even if you don't have that person there yet. Do sexy stuff. Talk to sexy people. Okay? 100%. All right. I want the olive thing. I want olive oil. Remember Popeye and olive oil? Now there was a romantic story. Okay. Uno momento, please. 11:11. 11:11. We're chilling on a Monday afternoon at 99.9. I just wanted to see if there was someone here named Stealthy Cat. Is Stealthy Cat still in the room? If Stealthy Cat is gone, Brianna, then I will read for you. Okay, next. Right after The Price is Right. The all of you thing you do? Who did he tell you that to? Who did he tell you that to? All right. And then we'll loop back around. I see Joshika threw another $1 into the hat. Thanks so much for you guys for that. Do that. What I'll do is I'll get an oracle out for you. Okay. We'll talk about love. That's how we do. Right? Let's give them something to talk about. A little mystery to figure out. Who's that? Melissa. Hi, Melissa. Melissa's not here, man. Yeah, I know, but that's Brianna's been hanging with us for like 3 years. Don't worry, Jashika. We'll loop back around. I just wanted to see if Stealthy Cat was still here because we had it on the first time callers line. Totally dabbing out. Don't you worry. It's one of these shows. And Skarika was like, "Do I pay for a reading, or are you ever going to talk to me?" And then I blew her off. Sorry, Skarika. I love you. Okay. It is a good day to set intentions. 100%. Okay, I don't think Stealthy Cat is still here. So Brianna, level 11, lots of love. What's coming up for me in love soon? Let's have a look. I'm gonna stick with this Starman Tarot for a little bit. These cards are pretty exciting. Everything's just so exciting. It's so exciting all the time. Everything is just so exciting. Because your kiss is on my list. Hall & Oates, 1982. Okay. Well, it's Bonnie Raitt, not Melissa. I thought it was Melissa Partridge, but it's Bonnie Raitt. You're right. What's coming in love for Brianna soon, Tarot? What's coming for Brianna in love soon, Tarot? It's just so exciting. Ooh. All right. You've drawn the card of the Fates, Brianna 1111. So you've got the number 12 major arcana, the Hangman, and the Seven of Wands here. The Seven of Wands seems to be like the season. It seems to have moved into more of a collective vibe. A lot of people are standoffish lately. A lot of people are like worried. A lot of people got their backs up about fear, like a little kitty cat when it gets scared and it does that thing where it like stands on its tippy toes and it arches its back and all the hair stands on end. That's what people be like right now. They're just shooketh. 100% a bunch of shook little kitty cats, right? So for collective, like the energy is just slowed down, you know, much contradictory to what I said earlier about there are a lot of people still out there that, you know, would love to connect and start new relationships, and no amount of fear or whatever weirdness is going on in the world is going to change that with people. But what these cards present to you today, Brianna, is they're saying, patience please. The release date for that new movie has been delayed by 6 months. I'm not saying your love life has been delayed by 6 months. But right now, more than ever, is a time where it just doesn't, like, love just doesn't come in from the middle of nowhere like it used to. You know, it still does, but just not as frequently or as much. People are being guarded, and people are waiting to see how all of this plays out. Hence the card of the Fates. But the Hangman is not necessarily a bad thing. For number one, it goes back to what was received with the Two of Wands in the last love reading, was that alignment piece. You do have the ability to cut yourself down from that pole and wander about the loving country freely. You could do that. But it's also nice too, because once everything begins to settle down, I believe, not only for collective, but even possibly for you, Brianna, that people are going to begin to find long-term, long-lasting, meaningful, committed relationships. That's like, if this has taught the collective anything, people that have gone through restriction, isolation, I call it the world weirdness right now, there's going to be a lot of people looking to date, looking to love, looking to enter into new relationships, looking to find somebody to show themselves that they have changed their ways and that love is capable. So, but you have to be patient, I feel, Brianna. There's nothing coming in that's like outside of the ordinary that you're not meeting halfway, okay? And right now, you know, the walls might be up a little bit. You might be very guarded, and rightfully so. There's nothing wrong with that, because you've seen life from the other side now. You know that little sheep that is eating grass on the one side of the fence, and then it thinks, oh my goodness, the grass is greener on the other side of the fence. And it goes over there and it's like, well, the grass was greener, but it didn't necessarily make it taste any better. Okay? And that sort of thing. I would suggest, you know, align if you want to. If you want to encourage more love and romance in your life to come in right now, then you can do so. But if you're looking for love to just come in, then find a way to cut yourself down from that hangman's pole. Find a way to express your loving energy, right? You're not looking. Yeah. So not much is coming in for love. So maybe saying that you had to be patient was wrong. Or I should have just said not much is coming in, you know, for as far as a love reading right now. But the more benevolent side of love, just like love in general, is saying what could you do for yourself today that would help prepare you for something beautiful like that, to cut yourself down from that pole of feeling faded. And it's not necessarily that you are, but they're not even really, I wouldn't even call them hang-ups. You know, the hangman comes with certain hang-ups. But I feel like you can be doing a little bit more work to like tearing down the walls, tearing down the guards, you know, all of that stuff. That's going to come slowly. I think you're going to find around December, Brianna, that everything has changed, not only just in your life, but in the world as well. I think we'll be looking at a situation where the storm will have passed, and the collective storm of all the weirdness will have passed, and the rainbows will begin to come out, and you're going to realize your own progress in your metamorphosis through that as well. So you're even in the way in which you align is going to have changed. And I see all the walls kind of and the guards being smashed down by that time, but you're kind of standing there with a hammer and a chisel, and you're chipping away at it, chipping a chair. That's all you need, right? 100%. All right. It's the way it goes. That is the way it goes. Okay. And with the hangman being there as well, try not to get caught up in any hype or get into any intrinsic habits of just kind of that type of dreaming that takes you away. It's like, what do they call that? How can I explain this? It's not like denying yourself. In a way, it is kind of like denying yourself. You're going to say, all right, I'm going to deny myself for a little while so I can build back up my spiritual energy. I can build back up like a wellspring of emotion deep down inside. And so this means things like fasting. This means things like, of course I'm celibate. I celibate here and I celibate there. I'm just teasing Brianna. But you know what I'm getting at. You know what I mean. It's like this gathering. You've become this receiving pond, this receiving pool for a showering of blessings, and really getting in touch with your emotions again. So the next time we see you, it's less like Seven of Wands and it's more like Seven of Cups. It's more like, wow, the dream spectrum is in the reality in front of me. And you are manifesting things more clearly, and you're witnessing more acts of kindness, more benevolent love in the little things and in people that can lead to romance in time. Okay? So that's the way it rolls. And thank you so much, Brianna, for coming in. I appreciate you so much. Thanks for being a member of the program for such a long time. Okay. All right. So, getting back to what we were doing before. Where's Newton? Newton, I had to put you on a timeout. But it's not because I dislike you. It's just because you were being bad. Don't be bad. Be happy and not glad. Whether times are good or sad, I'm happy or glad. All right. Welcome, Mariah Payne. Welcome, Christina L. It's been a minute. I was going to call you. Christina, we'd love to have you back on the program again really soon. I hope so. I'm celibate. Celibate here, celibate there. Just kidding. Mariah Payne, let me just check my list from yesterday. We did read for you, Mariah, yesterday. Okay? I'll put a little star by your name. Thanks for checking in. Okay. Joshika, we were going to pull an oracle card for you. For hitting us up on the Deep Blue Oracle. The Deep Blue Oracle Love. So we can do that. And then, then we'll see. Your dog likes my sing. Oh, yeah, and then I was going to talk to Skarika because I totally ignored you and blew you off earlier. Take it, Skarika. Take it. Take it. No, just kidding. You know I love you. Lots of love. Who's behind the cards? I am. Hi, everyone. It is what the boys call it. The boys call it NoFap. I think they call it. I don't even know what FAP stands for, but they call it NoFap, where the gentleman will refrain from hitting the bongos, so to speak, and then that builds up a lot of like spiritual energy. It builds up a lot of protein. Builds up a lot of. builds up a lot of resolve and character when you're not just blowing your load all over the place every day. Sorry, that was very vulgar, but nobody's here to say that I can't. Edith was here, for crying out loud. It just she's there to remind me that I can be as silly as I want to be. She's an all-white husky. So men do this, and it is actually like, it helps with stamina, it helps with strength, it helps with all that stuff. and it's actually a good practice to be in. So I can only imagine how awesome it is for Divine Feminine when you go into that mode. So that's really good. I was trying to dance around it because I don't like being gross, and then I just say something completely inappropriate. All right, hold on, Jashika. Oh, hi, Gazelle. I saw you before. I'm glad you were there again. All right, Joshika. Wild card. So for this, for love, you're gonna have to look. Oh wait, let me switch this over. Let me switch this over so y'all can see it. Let's take you to the beach. Okay. You're gonna have to look closely, deep down inside. Okay. You know when people walk up to you and they go, well, and then they don't say anything after that? They just go, well. And you're like, what do you mean, well? Well, WTF, what do you mean, well? That's a deep subject, right? You've got the card of the wishing well, and that's definitely a deep subject, okay, Joshika? But take a look closely at what's going on in the inner being, in the depths right now, okay? This is about asking yourself, are you happy? Are you comfortable? Are you filled with desire? Are you filled with motivation? Are you inspired? Are you feeling apathetic? You know, you have to look closely and gather, engage, and even inspect and analyze at times, hence the magnifying glass being there, how you truly are feeling on those deeper levels, and how much time in any given day or any given week you're feeling optimistic versus how much time in any given week are you feeling pessimistic or completely apathetic, like I don't give a rat's behind, about it at all. It's going to be very important, because this, when the bucket goes down into the well, when you're looking to draw something out, when you're looking to go within to find self-love and love of self and bring it out of you in the form of loving action, or what the Christians call as good works and doing good things, and you do them, what is the potentiality? How long does it take for that wellspring to run dry, where you're just like, it just doesn't seem worth it anymore? What the heck? Why every time when I get so loving and so giving, I seem to get the short end of the stick? I get shafted, I get shanked, I get, why the nice girls finish last, and this sort of thing, which can happen from time to time. But this is about looking deep inside at your motivations. What motivates you, okay? And if whatever motivates you can be done through acts of love, okay? Not just romance. I know it's Leo season. Everyone's starting to get really horny, and that's why it's just going to be tricky to read through this Leo season. Maybe, until Venus goes into Cancer, and then everything's going to double down, and people are going to be horny and emotional, and then it's just even going to get worse after all that happens. All right? Of course, I'm being general. I'm painting it with a broad brush, but it's astrology. You're allowed to do that stuff from time to time. These cards directly, Joshika, though, look deep inside. For just a love reading, when people come in and they say love reading, right? Love is something that can't be experienced outside of yourself until you're in touch with it deep down on the inside. So you got to find it. You got to find it on the inside first, and then you're going to start to see how the mirrored or the magnified images in your environment, what was on the outside, starts to begin looking like what's on the inside, because that's universal law. What you're going through on a subconscious, spiritual, and emotional level is in some pastel, abstract way painting itself in the world right in front of you, in your atmosphere, in your environment. So you may have a sanctuary filled with like a very comfortable, loving place, but it's missing something, right? And then you think, well, I got to go out and get it and bring it back here, and then everything will be complete. Well, sometimes you just got to walk away from the sanctuary, be willing to take that risk to go out and find it, okay? I know you can be happy. The sun is neither rising nor setting in that card. It's perfect. It's like if you could stop time right now, Joshika, where would you go and what would you do? And if you play that imagine fantasy game out in your mind, you would really find a connection with what your true motivations were. You know, if you could stop time, if you weren't bound by, traffic or work or anything at all, what would you do? Would you drive right to their house? Would you go and wake them up out of their sleep and be like, hey, I stopped time, let's be together forever? Would you do that? Because, that'd be a scary thing. Maybe. All right. Just some interesting food for thought. Look more closely at what's going on in the inside. I encourage some meditation for you, some silencing, some stilling of the mind. Because I'm rambling on forever, and that is definitely something I feel like's mirrored. Okay? All right. Oh, alouette, jante alouette, alouette, jante plumerie. Okay, that was French for I don't know what that song means, but there you have it. There we have it. All right. Okay. Just give me a second, everybody. I came here to relax. That's the last thing we've been able to do here. Is just chill. Everybody's just chill. Okay. Joshika, pleasure to have you on the program. Thank you so much. This looks like Scorpio. Here we go, like Scorpio. What was I going to do? Oh, yeah. That makes sense. And I don't know what kind of like teachings you align yourself with, or if you listen to like meditative music when you go to bed, or whether it's audiobooks or anything like that. Maybe find out. Play some imagination games. Okay, that'll help uncover what's really going on. Kind of build yourself a little bit of a bridge between your conscious mind and your subconscious mind. That'll help get the love energies flowing 100%. It always does. It's usually when we're in search of something else that love comes up and hits us with a left hook uppercut combo and we get knocked on our ass. That's usually the way it works. I don't know why love takes on the form of Muhammad Ali, but it just does. Okay? Feels good to get knocked around. Just kidding. Didn't mean it in that way. All right. Whoever's new here, can you type in that you're new? I think I saw some new faces. I'm just curious if there are any new people here. Okay, and Skarika, what did you want to talk to me about? Hey Skarika, what do you want? What do you even want? What did you even want today? What did you even want? Something you're supposed to be learning about that. I feel like I'm just not making any sense right now, but that's okay. That's happened to me before a lot. Okay, Arshi is new. Arshi. Hopefully I'm saying that right. Arshi, why don't you go ahead and ask me anything you would like. Okay? That's just kind of what we're doing. I'd hoped so. Yesterday, for those of you that weren't here yesterday, we were so busy. The free live tarot readings, they were just like, it was out of control busy. So many people. So I was trying to catch up and read for anybody that might have missed yesterday. Hi, Riddy. Welcome. Check this out. It's cool. Okay. All right. Cool story, bro. Cool story, ninja. I gotta plug my phone in. Hold on. I'm dying. What's that? He says I'm dying. My phone's dying. Skarika, if it seems like I'm picking on you today, it's because I'm picking on you today. Oh, Tara. Okay, let me give you a big star, Tara. You were here yesterday, too. Do you have to go, or you could just post your question, Tara? Or come back in a little bit, because I know you missed yesterday. Ace Wands, Queen of Cups. I get psychic downloads all the time that I give to him. It gives me gas. Oh, energy to burn. I thought you meant like it gives me gas like Papa John's gives me gas. But that's not what you meant. I totally see what you're saying now. Crazy fire. Okay. And Archie asks, will my wish come true of me and R being in a long-term relationship? My codependency and controlling nature made things toxic, and I self-sabotaged everything. Oh, goodness gracious, great balls of fire. He doesn't trust me at all. He blocked me 2 months ago, and I got hurt because of me. I miss him a lot. All right. Don't worry. Don't worry. Archie, I don't normally do this, but I'm just a little bit curious about the age, about how old you and R are in this situation. Okay, Tara, you know I'll get her back around to everybody eventually, Tara. Thanks for visiting today. If you gotta go, you can always check back in in a little while. Okay, and Skarika, I'm blowing you off again. I'm going to read for Archie first. I know you hate me now. We'll talk about Paul in a minute, but I'd like to talk about R here a little bit, okay? Because this is a situation where, you know, I hope that you're not putting all the blame on yourself, Archie. Like, it's one thing to admit that, you know, it definitely takes two to tango. And that some of the things that you might have said and that you might have did led to a separation, led to you guys parting ways, or you said losing trust, okay? Now, unless what you did was so just blatantly grotesque and just something that nobody would stand for, you have to recognize that the bigger portion, you're learning about a lot about how your perceived codependency and control issues led to the situation that's before me now. And for R, what he's realizing perhaps is that his levels of security and comfort and the ability to forgive and live freely, especially that forgiveness piece, come into play now. Because, you know, it feels like there was a lot of substance in this relationship. And 26, that's about that time where that comes into play. Okay. What is it? The Saturn return is 29, something like this, right? And what I mean by the Saturn return is like, it's a point in time where things change in your life big time. You pass the event horizon or the point of no return. It's like a major energy shift. It's a major awakening trigger to achieve that special age in your life of your Saturn return. And you're both coming up close to it, which means that portion of the journey for the individual has a lot to do about self-discovery at that age. More so, like they always say, well, as a child you're learning about yourself, as a teenager you learn more about yourself. Then, you know, you turn 16 and you throw your brain away for about 8 years and you get it back at 24. The party settles down and you're sleeping with somebody and you're really together and you enjoy them, right? And then after that, as your 20s close out, there's sometimes hardship and there's sometimes like a real roller coaster or a choppy wavelength to life where things are granted and then they're ripped away, and you know, and other things are ripped away and then they're given back, because that's all about self-discovery and self-awareness, and you're on top of the coin. That's good. I want to make sure you're not blaming yourself 100% entirely, right? Justice card is up. Be very fair with yourself, okay? Be very true unto yourself. But was this a point as well where, and forgive me if I'm right, but is it possible that there was something unhealthy going on in this relationship where someone's isness, someone's presence just created that codependency or that dependency in itself, right? Yes, you're right to say, well, it was my controlling and codependent nature where it's like you couldn't go a day without maybe knowing where he was or wanted to touch him or wanted to be with him all day, every day, which was kind of smothering. That's one thing, right? But if somebody wasn't around or provided the fertile environment for someone's controlling nature or their codependent nature to go out of whack in the first place, you can look to that person's behavior and say, all right, like I said, it takes two to tango. Now, long-term relationship, okay? If you let Hello, there we go, we got it back. Wow, sorry you guys, my foot must have bumped something. Okay, I don't know where I was when we lost the sound, but I get a sense that the anguish is kind of like washing over you right now. It's going to cleanse you, it's going to clear you of it, okay? And the fact that he's blocked you now and you're the one wanting to get in, but he's not letting you in, okay? And don't blame yourself 100% for this. It takes two to tango. Trust in this. Major life change for both of you. 11:10, it's like the countdown's on. Justice and the Wheel of Fortune. You guys are letting one another go. And I truly feel that. That's what I got on the go. If you've been receiving mixed messages, I got two major arcana up here to say, go through this. It's okay to desire. It's okay to want them back. But get all of your feelings out. And then what's going to happen is this. You're going to make a declaration to yourself. You're going to make a fair resolve to yourself that I'm not going to be like that again. Whether it's him or another person that comes back into my life, I'm not going to go into that controlling behavior that I used to exude in that relationship ever again. And you're going to find a wide open world for yourself. And when the wheel comes back around again, this person, I can't remember if it was R or H, I apologize, but they're going to be kicking themselves for not letting you back in, okay, down the road. Now this is going to play out over a matter of years, okay? There's going to be contact through social media and messaging for a long time to come. You're blocked now, but what I see happening is eventually him unblocking you and wanting to get back together. But for you, with the Justice card being there, you're going to be like, it's too late. I've gone on, I've moved on, and you are going to be like making new realizations very soon, and your life will have changed. So you will have moved on, and then he's going to be the one that goes through his anguish phase about not letting you back in after and not being able to forgive. This soulmate thing that you speak of, this is all about the lessons that you're meant to show each other. Maybe, and it doesn't have to last an entire lifetime, but in this lifetime, through this particular relationship and the way things have all worked out, there's this self-discovery angle, and this is about how to treat oneself fairly and how to treat others fairly, and you chose one another to go through this lesson with, so you do have a longer relationship with this person. I just don't see it manifesting out in the physical plane with you guys anymore. Your lives are going to change. You're going to learn your lessons, and you're both going to move on. I know that's probably not what you wanted to hear. It's not very optimistic for you guys getting back together, but these two major arcana saying is no, it's a big life change for both of you, right? Time does not go backwards. It only goes forward, okay? And again, these are just the energies of today. You know, human willpower, it trumps it all. It can wave it all null and void, okay? This guy could change his mind tomorrow, and if you're still in that position where you miss him and you're in your anguish phase and he decides to unblock you, then you guys can fall all back into it again together and take more time to learn these lessons with one another. But if he doesn't unblock you, which I feel he won't, because there's this stubbornness, there's this stuckness where, and it's kind of egoic. It's like the head of the Sphinx up here at the top of the Wheel of Fortune card. Like, I am all powerful, I am right, I was right, this sort of thing. I can't take this anymore. Both hold their own versions of the truth, okay? You've just decided to take this sword and turn it inward. And don't blame yourself for this stuff, okay? 100%. Just accept it as the lessons that needed to be at this time, okay? Right? Yeah, and that happens. It happens more than you know. Your situation is not uncommon, Archie, okay? But I want you to do your best to allow this to be right now. Get through your anguish first before worrying about if there's a future, okay? You're losing faith and hope in being with him, right? Is it going to cause you to lose faith and hope in other things? Probably not, because you've learned so much about what not to do and about how to become more like the person you were meant to be, right? I'm not going to sit here and blow smoke up your ass either, okay? Tell you that he's just gonna turn around, because this is on a third party reading when you have a Wheel of Fortune. This guy's a bit of a loose cannon, okay? If he's holding of his version close to his chest, I see him sort of being stubborn about this for a while to come, and it won't be until your anguish phase is past before he realizes the mistake he made by not wanting to talk it out, okay? And depending on how emotionally attached you are to this, how much anguish, your attempts to convince him otherwise still play into that codependency and control. So, in having him and being with him and convincing him to come back, are you really learning your lessons about control and codependency? Right? You see why sometimes these things are necessary for us, right? To have that. Okay. All right, Archie. First time caller line coming in heavy. Don't be sad. There's a lot of life. There's a lot of people. There is a lot of benevolence in this world. And sometimes we get tunnel vision for people, and then you lose like 50 years of your existence because you got hung up on somebody, right? And I know it's tough. You're 26. You got a long, amazing life ahead of you. So try to get through this as best. You don't have to do it quickly, but get through this is what I'm saying. Let all the anguish out. It's like, I know the feeling. There's like a big tree is falling on you and it's laying on you and you can't even move. It feels like something heavy on your chest, right? And it's just like, it won't get off. But you got to bury your head in that pillow and scream it out and get it out, okay? Don't do anything rash, and don't blame yourself. Forgive yourself and forgive others, okay? And remember that you guys both did your best from your place of consciousness, from your point of view. To be yourself was all that you could do, and you gave it your best shot. Get through the anguish, and then we can read on this and look at this again, right? But right now the anguish is too heavy, okay? And it could be a reason why he's blocking as well. It's because you need to go through this, okay? Yikes. All right, Archie, thanks so much. And if you're getting new messages, I would mixed messages. Stop getting readings on this. Just get in and get the emotional processing done. Okay? That's all right. That's just your brain trying to work it out. Your brain's not going to be able to work it out. It's already figured out the answer. You already learned. Now just allow the feeling to come out. You're going to wake up a whole totally new person, right? Once all of this emotion is worked out. Okay? Wow. Wowzer. No, it's fine. It's totally fine. Sorry for the long. I'm sorry as well for harping and pressing. Okay. Hopefully it's not too depressing. I came here to relax today. I came here to catch up with old friends. It was just not in the cards for me. That's okay. I love you guys. I love doing this stuff, especially when it's that hard and that heavy. It's okay. How do they do that? Okay, that's for you, Archie. I never do that. I never do. I don't even like that thing. But I wish you love. Okay. All right. The soul groweth west. What does that mean? Skarka, what are you on about? Okay, Paul. I'm not channeling the physical energy. Wait, I don't. I have to go back farther. Okay, here we go. I was thinking about what to do about Paul. Ace Wands, Queen of Cups. Is that what you got last time? I get psychic downloads all the time that I give to him. It gives me gas, energy to burn. It's been going on a couple years. Hard to deliver messages to him. He makes music. I guide the energy. Oh, you just figured it out. I learned you used to be someone you love, no experience, just YouTube. It's a big feedback loop. We talked about this, Skarka, about those rehashed. Why does everything just seem to be like rehashed and spit out new? And I'll tell you from a first-hand point of view, it's like, it's tough to come up with creative ways to give people the message that there's nothing outside yourself, that everything comes from within, right? And that's where I like to get, like, everyone I come into contact, I wish they were there. I'm not completely there yet, but I'm started down that road, and I wish it for everybody, and perhaps that's a wrong thing to do, but that's the way I feel. How many creative ways can you tell somebody that it's going to be okay, that they actually have the power, you know? And that's why it does. It gets this sentiment or this feeling of like regurgitation, regurgle burgers, okay? Telling Paul about himself, that I'm psychic. I thought it was crazy at first because he's a musician. But I've been in the soul group 20 years. Okay. All right. We can pull some more cards for Paul. Yeah, exactly. It's not really about him. You can influence him. But if he's a creator, a music maker, you know, there's definitely something there. There's definitely something there that this is like, you treat it like soul family in your mind, and therefore it is. Does that make sense, Skarka? It's like you identify it as soul food and soul family, and like these feedback loops about bouncing and harmonizing that energy off of one another. And is it just that he's not reciprocating right now, or he's not much of a, you know, there's not much acoustic going on? Yeah, sorry, I don't know if maybe you just need to rephrase the question for me. It's a good thing. It's a cool thing. It's a good feedback loop. I told a cool story. Skarka, now I was bugging you, now you're bugging me. I'm bugging out, man. How will be my future in 2021, Newton? I was gonna read for Scorpio, Libra, and Leo again. I'm just gonna have to do those videos. I won't be able to incorporate them in the live. We've gotten busy. He's receptive. I can hear it in his lyrics. Oh, that's good. So, sounds like there's no problem. There's no question. That Ace of Wands, Queen of Cups was accurate. So that's good. Now I'm going to tell you how your future is going to be in 2021, Newton. You're up right now, believe it or not. Oh, okay, so there's no question then. I thought you had a question, but you don't have a question. Everything's good. You got your poop in a group. That's good. Man, am I ever just like, just shelling it out to Scarika's taking the brunt tonight. You know I love you. Alright. Two of Swords, Eight of Wands. That's good. So, Newton, this is about what you're doing with the messages that are coming into you, or for you, okay? The Eight of Wands can be about commerce, okay? This can be like about communication, messages, and it's also a card about grounding, Newton. And the Two of Swords is all about indecision 2020. There's a lot that's going to shape the sort of the landscape of culture before 2021. The next 6 months is going to be unlike anything anyone alive has ever seen before. Like, this year has played out to be just so incredibly off the wall. Like, somebody decided to like promote fear and just run with it, and it gained a lot of traction, and the collective fear gained a lot of momentum in our world, and it's affected and shocked our culture. Hi, D. So, Newton, when it comes to how your future is going to be in 2021, this is about you making the right moves. This is about you living life very intelligently, smartly. You may have to change certain habits. You may find that you're changing certain ways. You may find that you're saving your money for different things in 2021. That old ideas, well, not even old ideas, but just like when you're weighing your options, like in the Two of Swords, you can't really see what's behind curtain number 1 or curtain number 2. But when you have to go on intuition and instinct to what you think is behind curtain 1 or curtain 3, that's about weighing those options. And I think that like this Eight of Wands has this grounding aspect to it, where it's like you should ensure your comfort throughout the rest of this year, so that 2021 is not going to be as disruptive for you as it will be for a lot of people. People will be changing careers. People will be changing their lives. People will be changing their attitudes about their ideologies and their governments, and it's going to play out before us, okay? But wherever you're at in the world, whatever's going on, this is about you maybe having to make some necessary changes towards your future plans and what you think you want to do and where you think that you want it to go, and you may just decide that it's time to hold up. It's time to shore up. I see you like being in beautiful atmosphere, almost like at the top of a mountain. You see the mountain lake? I don't know if you can see it, but there's like a beautiful mountain lake behind all of this, all of the wands that are there. And that's your serenity, okay? Comfort and serenity are going to be a key theme for you, I feel, in 2021, Newton. You're tired of not knowing. You're tired of guessing. You're tired of playing guessing games. And you're just uncertain. You're tired of the energies that try and pull you this way and that. You're going to be a lot more centered. And you're going to be filled with a lot more resolve, I feel, in 2021, Newton. Where it's like nobody's going to come along and pull you off of your path or or try and shake you up, because you're getting firmly rooted, you're getting firmly grounded down into your idea of what you need to do to maintain serenity and comfort in your life, because that's where the true spirit, the rest, the silence, and the creativity, they all flow when you're not being battered by the waves of the sea, when you're not subjecting yourself to the elements of culture and to the elements of like keeping up with the Joneses, or having this successful life that you've developed this idea of because you saw other successful people, or you heard an idea, or your parents may have told you something that you were conditioned yourself to. It's okay to just be okay. It's all right to just be all right. There's nothing wrong with that. And I feel as though you're finding solace in comfort and serenity in 2021. And you're going to be taking action. The Eight of Wands is a card of action as well. And it's a card of messages. You're going to hear many different things. And you're going to think about a lot of different things that you could do with your journey, your space, and your time. But I see you choosing the one that provides you the most protection against the outside forces, the outside elements, culture. It's almost like you're recessing into a place of quiet, or into a year of contemplation. People used to call it like going on sabbatical, but this is more like a spiritual sabbatical, where you really withdraw and you really get in touch with source and spirit and all of that stuff, and you begin to sort of make sense about like this. It's a questioning year. The Two of Swords is all about questions and answers. A questioning year. What is this all about? Who am I really? What is my purpose here on earth, rather than just swimming about all willy-nilly like a fish without a home, or a fish without any direction. You're going to say to yourself, it's okay just to be okay. I'm comfortable here, so why don't I make fabulous gains, enjoying my comfort, enjoying my serenity, and not constantly always having to push myself to make some ideal or some fantastical thing happen in my life. You don't need to push yourself to do that. If you just rest in and relax back into this year, you're going to find that fantastical things begin to arrive when they're predestined to, or when they're meant to, or when you're at least ready in mind, body, and spirit to accept those things, like the Eight of Wands that are coming in, right? Blessings and messages and everything coming at you. It's there for your comfort. It's there for your understanding, and it's there for your serenity. So enjoy it. Enjoy every day of 2021, because that's what I see for you. You're going to stop questioning, and you're really just going to take things at face value and enjoy the small things in life. That's what I see for you in the future in 2021. Okay? That's good. It's your mind's eye. I wish that for you. Okay? And I think that's going to happen. All right. Now we've got some hardcore tribers here. We got Christina D. Lovely. Welcome, Dusty Blue. We got some of our old friends here. And you're not old. I just like to call you old because it helps me feel young, silly. Dusty Bleu. Dusty Bleu. Oh, Cherise D. Cherise D. I missed you yesterday, didn't I? I got Newton. That's good. There was Erica. Yeah, Cherise D. Cherise D, you're very important to me. Holla holla. Cherise D, we missed you yesterday. You came in right at the end of the program, and I'm using today's time slot to catch up with people, to mustard and relish with people too, but mostly catch up with people that missed out on their reading yesterday. So Cherise, without further ado, and hopefully I'm not stepping on anybody's toes, go ahead and post your question, Cherise D. You're welcome to do your reading. It's my pleasure, Newton. Sorry you had to be so patient. I'm not sorry. It's just the way it is. Things will never be the same. Oh man, that sounds really good right now. A little ice cream. Oh, Mariah. We read for you yesterday, right, Mariah? I gave you a star already. Thanks for being here, Mariah. You're always just dabbing to the beats. To the beats and the beats. Mustard and relish. Okay, and then after we read for Charisse D, I think we should pull some oracle cards for our friends, for like our hardcore subscribers. I would really love to see oracle cards for Christina, for Dusty, for Scarika, for Midnight Star, for Ange, if Ange is still here. And Mariah, you can get in on it. You hang with us now. That's really cool. It's you. That's really cool of you. We'll just give Charisse D a minute. Programming notes. Not much going on. Intergalactic planetary. Let's have a look. Let's see what's going on. I have no idea. Let's see what I can pull up here. Just while we're waiting for Charisse. Charisse. All right. This is what I got. And Christina, you can confirm this. Oh, and Apple Pie Torres. Oh, yeah, and Tara. Right. Me. La-di-da-di-da. All right, Charisse. Tara, I'll make you a deal. If Charisse doesn't post, I'll put you on the Oracle list. Okay. That's okay. Come for a reading, stay for the vibe. It's 99.9. Good vibes all the time. August 3rd, we got full moon in Aquarius. That's what it says, at least. 4th, and then the day after that, Mercury moves into Leo with the sun. Surprise, surprise. I think it always kind of happens that way. Do planets ever go backwards? Not really, but sometimes they appear to. Venus jumps into Cancer on August 7th. Oh my god. Yeah, we talked about that. People are going to be emotional and horny. It'd be a good time to start new relationships. Get in love. Feel that love. It's open season. Leo season. And then Uranus goes retrograde on August 15th. I think some people have been talking about that. I have no idea what that's about because I don't know Uranus from a hole in the ground, to be honest. My anus. That's a terrible thing to say. Why do I say the most horrible? Let me think of something awful to say. And then the 18th, we got the new moon in Leo. And then Sun transits out of Leo on the 22nd into Virgo. Okay, so not much. Who cares? Haha, you might care. How does that affect me? You want to ask. I know you want to ask, Tara. Go ahead and ask. Just go ahead and ask. Just go ahead and ask. Yeah, Sexy Pizza Month. That's right. We had that last year, too. It's like Rodney Dangerfield at the end of Caddyshack. He comes out of the clubhouse. And he throws his arms in the air. And he says, "Hey, everybody, we're all going to get laid." Which is true. If you want to. If you don't want to, you don't have to. But most people will be. Just because, you know. Well, how does that song go? When you flow with the fishes in the deep blue sea. Joy to origami. Okay. Count me in. Too funny. You're welcome, Dusty Blue. Go ahead and post, Tara. I can't stand it anymore. The suspense is killing me. Why don't you ask me about that guy you want to ask me about? Tell me about him. Tell me a story. Tell you a story about the House Ram Blues. This music's really good. I don't know why this stupid host has to talk over it all the time. I'm on a twin flame journey with this Leo person. What's a twin flame journey? Yeah, Leo. That's what Leo reminds me of. Billy Joel right now. We didn't start the fire. It was always turning since the world was burning. We didn't start the fire. So Aquarian energies. Joshika's Aquarius. Nice. We got a lot of Aquarius friends. Is Tara on a twin flame journey with this Leo person? Is Tara on a twin flame journey with Leo? I'm going to say yes. And maybe it's just because we like kind of put it in a box by calling it a twin flame journey, but that's okay. We can roll with that, Tara. Okay. Yeah, there's no fulfillment here. 9 of Cups reversed. Okay. But the Lover's card is here, as is the 7 of Pentacles. But the 9 of Cups is reversed. It's saying, yeah, there's that you were definitely meant to know one another in this lifetime. You're definitely meant to experience one another. And it was good. It was really good. Until it wasn't so good anymore. It just wasn't fulfilling. It didn't fill the cup. Somebody wanted more. Somebody still needed to journey and adventure in life. And they stopped making the other person a priority. And that was tough to handle. And now we're at a point where there's not much fulfillment coming in. And 7 of Pentacles sitting over there on the right-hand side being like, well, what happens now? I thought I understood it. I thought I knew the truth about it. So why doesn't it feel good? Or why are we not together? Or why is this relationship not bearing fruit if I was meant to know this person and it felt so good and it felt so right at the time? Okay, that is the very definition of a twin flame journey. What you learned about yourself. Here you see in the Lover's card, the Divine Feminine, her tree is bearing fruit. The flowers are turning into edible portions of fruit. So there's nurturing and sustenance because of the self-discovery that went on in the journey. The DM, the Divine Masculine in this case, realizes that, you know, what is it? House of Fire. Alice Cooper. Passion burned the house down. Okay. Wow. And there may be a little bit of regret and wishing that things had have gone differently. But to both the masculine and the feminine, the Lover's card, the catalyst that you served as one another's lover or one another's partner in their life was that of a springboard to begin the next journey, the next portions of life all about, right? So it's not fulfilling now. And it's almost as if waiting for the time to be right. I see you guys returning to a level of friendship. I don't know about like if the deep romance is ever going to return between the two of you. It's very hard to say with that 9 of Cups being reversed there right now. It's almost as if things are a little bit out of balance between the two of you, or perhaps just in one of your lives, like to really make that happen, right? So you could be waiting a long time, I feel, Tara, with this 7 of Pentacles, because, you know, waiting for someone to go through their lessons is a real gamble on the fulfillment. It goes back to the fulfillment. It's a real gamble on fulfillment of your own life, waiting on the bus stop for somebody that you never know if they got on the 2 o'clock bus, the 6 o'clock bus, or the 10 o'clock bus. You have no idea which bus they got on. Still, you're willing to wait at the bus stop until one of those buses arrives, never fully knowing that they got on in the first place. It's like that when you're waiting for someone in their life to learn their lessons, or to arrive at a place where their emotions and their essence has matured to a point where they can accept love in the same way that you want it. You met in the middle once before, but it was almost like under a false pretense. It was under the guise of passion and ecstasy and love, right? And you may return again. I feel as friends. It could be amicable, but it would be platonic, is what this spread is telling me, especially for a time. But that's worthwhile to have. If you can heal a twin flame journey and remain friends all in one lifetime, you're way ahead of most people in regards to like how they harbor feelings, how they work out karma in this lifetime. You're way ahead. And I would encourage you not to worry about the fulfillment that comes from being bootylicious with one another, or from, those fine. Enjoy this person's wisdom and enjoy one another's friendship and enjoy one another's nuance in a way where the expectation of deep heart connection there's no pressure. Don't put any pressure on one another for this kind of stuff. And then it could actually end up coming around full circle in one time. But the long and short of it, yeah, I do feel that this was like a twin flame vibe to it, right? Lover's card, Nine of Cups reversed, right? The lovers, the lack of fulfillment, the moving on, and then the waiting, the wondering, and the wishing, and the hoping. That has all of the ingredients of twin flame soup, if you know what I'm saying. Okay? So hopefully that made sense for you, Tara. Okay. He can't express his feelings and he is shy. I just think that it's like it's like new adventure time. It's like somebody doesn't want to watch that show anymore. They want to turn the channel. The other person still really wants to watch that show. So what happens is somebody goes into the other room and turns on the other TV, and then boom, you're not together anymore. But the TV is just a really bad metaphor for wanting to explore life and living in accordance to spirit and where they're meant to go on their journey. All right, the relationship can't be the sort of the love pit or the gulag of experience. It's only a portion of it. Okay? All right. Good stuff, Tara. And Leo's feisty. You really gotta let him go. When they want to go, you really gotta let him go. You know, if they want to come back, sometimes you really just gotta let them come back. It's just the way with the little kitty cat there. You know, you look at the way a cat behaves. You try and grab the cat when it doesn't want to be grabbed, it scratches the hell out of you, right? That's right. If the cat wants to be petted and you don't want to pet it, it just butts its head into you incessantly until you pay it attention. So I would say do your best to befriend the kitty cat, and let Mr. Kitty know that, you know, it's all well and good, but I'm not putting up with your shit. It's just a way, like, you pretend pretend he's your house cat. Okay? Love is love. That's right. All right. Tara, thanks for being on the program. I think Charisse D might have bounced. We didn't see Charisse D again. She might come back again. I learned to play piano and sing. Sing us a song, you're the piano man. Sing us a song tonight, 'cause we're all in the mood for a memory, and you've got us feeling alright. Is this what's happening now? They're just gonna make me sing? No, we'll just keep playing some jams. Pump up the jam, pump it up while your feet is bumping. Pump it up a little more. More than friendship. Yeah, for sure. It might return there someday. You never know. But to answer your question, that's kind of like the twin flame story for sure. If you can heal that in this lifetime and figure that out, hey, you're a prophetess. You're someone that's way far ahead of the game. And I hope that happens for you, if that's what you truly want. Yeah, you're a kitty cat, Mr. Kitty. Meow. Oh, I should get my kitty. You can't. It's like the magic word around here. There's more. Okay, let's get into some oracles for our friends. That'll be a fun thing to do and end the program. I'm just gonna have to read for Leo and Scorpio and Libra a little bit later. I think I'll just maybe record the August readings just privately, just pre-record them. I was trying to get them off in the lives, but it's just not working out. We've been so busy. All right, because how many hours are we into it now? And this was like a chill program. Very much on the chain, so to speak. Okay. I'm going to do Oracle card list. 'Cause your kiss is on my list. I can heal, but you can't say about him. Yeah. In the time. Alright. Midnight Star. Christina L. Is Christina... I can't eat enough apple pie Torres still here? Christina L. Skerica. SK Erica. Dusty Blue, right. Dusty Blue. And D Lovely. D, are you still here? Dusty Blue. Let me write in D Lovely. I like quickly. I was in the middle. I was like, hi, D. And then I totally like missed out on it. Missed out on her. Cool beans. Okay. Oh, and Mariah is joined up for Oracle Hour. We'll have Oracle Hour, and then I'm going to call it a night. It has been a long Monday. We kicked Monday in the ass, everyone. Good job. Good work. Give yourselves all a pat on the back for that, okay? So that's how it's going to go. I'm going to go like this. Midnight Star, Christina L., Skerica, Dusty Blue, D Lovely, Mariah. I don't know if D is still here. So hopefully she is. If not, and then... that's the way we'll roll. And I'm going to jump in to a really amazing and fun deck, and I'm going to let the vibe just become a lot more relaxed and away from third-party relationship. I almost said the word, but I will just leave it at that. Third-party relationships. I'll find it. Oh, okay, cool. Thanks for letting me know, Christina. That's really good. All right. We'll give a shout out. We'll ask for divine guidance. It's gonna come like a lightning storm. So here it is. This is a Lightworker Oracle deck by Alana Fairchild. I gave Gazelle a card from here a few days ago. Actually, it was the same card that's on the back of the book. A really nice one. Oh, Charisse, I've been calling to do a tarot reading for you, and you never answered, silly. Maybe I was saying your name wrong. I was saying Charisse. All right, Charisse. I'll put you in on the Oracle list. You're still due up for a reading, but I'll tell you what. I'll read an Oracle card for you tonight, but your kiss is on my list for a tarot reading very soon, because I know you were new and you missed out yesterday. Okay. That's a cool deck. That's what she said. Leo season's already got to me, as we're not even there yet. Still like a few days away. It's that Cancer transition time. That Cancerian segue. Okay. We just got super loungy all of a sudden. That's okay. Alright, Midnight Star. Gonna shuffle them up for you. Oh, and Gazelle. Thanks, Gazelle. I'll put Gazelle in there, too. I love you guys. All of you that have hung out with me so long, stayed with me through the long break. You know, in my heart, 100%. It's good. I wouldn't do it if it wasn't for you guys. My kids got me, you're right. Mariah's like, did he really just call me a kitty cat? Meow. Oh, speaking of kitty cat, what is going on? Get out of here, kitty cat. I love that kitty cat. It's a rainbow Pop-Tart cape face. Alright, Midnight Star. It's happy energy with you right now. It's happy energy today. It's good. It's good, exactly as you put it in there. It's good. Alright. Bana, mana, mana, mana. Where do you guys want to go for this reading? Should we go back? Should we go back to the beach, or should we go? Let's go. Where do I want to go? Let's go here for these oracles. This would be nice. Number 5, Midnight Star, the card of karmic clearing, which is very, very cool. All right. It goes like this. You are quickly outgrowing a level of consciousness to which you are attached to particular wounds, issues, and struggles. As you outgrow that consciousness, these issues will release their grip on you. You are receiving divine notice that karmic clearing is taking place through a combination of your own efforts and spiritual grace from the heart of the divine. It's time for an old wound to be released once and for all. Remember, karma is not a punishment. Karma is essential for our own soul's lesson plan for this lifetime, carried over from past lifetimes. It is the way in which we grow and develop as a soul, sometimes through challenges and sometimes through blessings. Often our positive karma is seen in the skills and talents we have mastered over many lifetimes. Also, when opportunities flow easy and healing happens swiftly, there is a sense of positive karma, an easy grace that effortlessly takes place in your life. This is what happens when we are clear enough of our own past pain to have a little resistance between us and the natural flow of life. The more challenging karma is revealed in the lessons we are still learning. These usually appear in the guise of painful circumstance or reactions that repeat themselves in our lives. The stronger the soul, the more challenging the lesson it is, and is willing to master in this lifetime. Wow, I know how many people in this room right now can relate to that particular sentence. We have a lot of old, wise, powerful, amazing souls here. So when you're struggling, if you're sick, if you just can't release, you ever stop to consider it's because, holy smokes, this is the only challenge worthy of me. And wow, what a daunting challenge that is. But to know that it's worthy of you, that's amazing even so. When you're working through big challenges, it is often a sign that you are on an advanced spiritual path. Must you always have a struggle in your life as an advanced soul? Well, of course not. As you master your lessons, you will find that you develop an ability to live your life more peacefully. However, it would be incorrect to interpret a struggle as a sign that you are not progressing spiritually. Sometimes the more painful a struggle has been, the more difficult it can be to release that pain and associated memories or scars. The spiritual worlds know that you are in need of divine intervention to help clear you from a pattern. It was once painfully lodged into your body, mind, and soul. But enough of the struggle. Divine love now offers healing and freedom. We clear karma by learning to trust and relax, by choosing not to punish ourselves with shame, guilt, fear, or unworthiness, and by continuing to balance our efforts with a surrender into divine grace. We take responsibility for our own healing, doing all that we can, and trusting that the universe will lovingly and effectively handle everything else so that we can progress as we succeed. If you've been struggling with a long-term issue, this oracle card comes as a particular sign that the universe wants to step in and assist you. Okay? So, angels, spirit guides, even just God within, your higher self, Midnight Star, this is where the focus is going to be. Okay? 100%. You can do whatever you like, and do it from a place where it's like, be in the feel of it. If it feels good, do it. If it feels like a struggle and it's something that isn't forced upon you, like I call it like an elective struggle, or what they call elective suffering, where you're actually choosing to suffer through it by not releasing it, because that happens too, right, Midnight Star? Then that's on you. But the rest, you can turn over to spirit, 100%. Okay? Midnight Star, it's always a pleasure to have you. Thanks for the karmic clearing. So many people in the chat room, I feel, could resonate with that one, 100%. Okay? Christina L., sometimes a guest on our program. We hope to have Christina L. back on again really soon. So like for Mariah and for Cherise, if you like this kind of vibe, sometimes Christina L. comes in and joins me. Well, she did it once. I shouldn't tell you lies. But we're hoping that she'll come again and join this program. And when you guys start to bring your questions in, and Christina has the floor to answer, she'll blow your mind. She's so awesome. All right. And Christina, you just go ahead and let me know if you want one. Good card. Good cards. It was. Especially for a 5. To have the number 5 on it. You're welcome so very, very much, Midnight Star. Okay, Christina. Here we go. I'm Mr. Shuffle-Upagus. That's what they call me. Mr. Shuffle-Upagus. Hey, Christina. Next time you come on the program, I'm gonna put free live tarot in the title, and then make you answer all the third-party relationship readings. How does that sound? Does that sound like a good deal? Is that what you want? Is that what you want to do? I'm just teasing. I wouldn't make you do that. But I feel like you'd be very effective at it. Okay. Card for Christina L, please. Aquarius. You silly Aquarius. What is going on with Aquarius, too? Pay attention, Aquarius. I shouldn't be so mean. Why do I have this mean, ornery, weird streak going on today? Just because I do. Okay. I'll hurt you. It would be an initiation by air. And that's a card that you've drawn here, number 24. Aquarius. You put the air in Aquarius. Initiation by air. 24. Let's see what it's all about, Christina. What's going on in the card? Heart chakra open. Boom. Getting hit with a divine... Look at the little birdies of light. Are they flying into the heart or out of the heart? Wow. It's hard to tell. They're just like kind of flapping around all out there. But that's okay. Let's see what those birdies are all about. Because Aquarius, you've been having a bit of a rough go this summer. Let's face it. I mean, it feels relaxing. It feels like you're on the right path. And you are on the right path. But it's been challenging at times, for sure. Here goes Christina L. As soon as I get my voice, all of a sudden I got a lump in my throat. How does that happen? Number 24, initiation by air. You have a strong and powerful mind. The mind can be a great asset. It can bring comfort, peace, and strength as you take your spiritual journey. It can also be a dark and destructive force, undermining your power, making you doubt your heart at times, and keeping you trapped in fear at times. The mind, developed without a loving spiritual practice, can be a frightening weapon rather than a liberating sword. How will you choose to use your mind power? Well, we already know that part. We already know that you're most benevolent and most excellent to other people. So perhaps this is a situation where you're reaching out to a friend in your mind's eye and in your intention that might be fighting this kind of battle right now. So this might be a message that's going through you for someone else. But your mind can become more spacious and luminous if you practice emptying it on a regular basis. The radiant mind can be a mighty warrior against fear and despair, encouraging you with thoughts of optimism. When not given a chance to empty, however, the mind becomes overwhelmed with unprocessed information. Much of it will be fear-based programming perpetuated by mass media, which is invested in controlling others by manipulating them by fear. This initiation of air, which liberates and opens the mind, empowers advanced souls, like yourself, to free themselves from the manipulation and the control. The hallmark of dysfunctional society is that the mind is expected to dominate the inclinations of the heart rather than serve it. The mind can be trained as a great manager, creator, and defender of what has genuine value to the heart. But the power to feel what has meaning for us, what moves us enough to rise above our fears and risk growth, comes from the heart, not from the mind. When the mind is given the task to feel and the heart is told to not feel, paralysis, confusion, and discomfort are experienced. As you enter into this initiation by air, you will feel the need to step back from what you have been taught and learn to question what you once held to be true. As you disengage from habitual mental patterns, you will begin to observe your thoughts rather than be swept up in them. Soon you will begin to experience yourself as the peaceful, steady light of love that you are in truth. Will the mind go through its motions? Yes. However, there is no need to be afraid of this. It's one day at a time. It's one step at a time. And no, this isn't AA, but your spirit shall guide your mind back towards peace. You have no doubt about it. No doubt about it, eh? You will change the way you release your own mind, becoming more empowered. As you soften the strident action of the mind, you will see that you can use your mental gifts wisely rather than allowing them to cause you pain. Those who have strong mental energies can accomplish much in terms of communication, invention, and creativity, but they often also suffer from destructive self-talk and mental obsessions at times. They may even be addicted to thinking, which can wear them out and create cravings for things like sugar and sex that can lead to depression and illness. Instead, it is much better to regularly take time out from the mind, be in the moment, feeling energized, playful, and at peace. Your mind is a powerful creature. Tame it with persistence, compassion, kindness, and strength. Give yourself rest and an opportunity to switch off and empty out your mind as regularly as you can. There is no need to judge or to despair. This is an advanced initiation, and one that is brought to you only when you are ready. Consider it a sign of your spiritual progress. The world will benefit from you as you learn to handle your mental energies more constructively. This oracle is indeed an omen of greater peace and happiness for your immediate future. So that's good. That's good. But it's an initiation card, right? Pull the dump truck over, Henry. We got to lighten the load. We got too much junk going on up there. And I know that this is stuff because once you've got it mastered, and I think you almost do. I think this is almost stuff like you're taking mental note of, talking about the mind, and you're like, wow, how do I transcribe that? How do I transcend that to a friend or someone that you know is hurting, right? Sometimes it's more about the look. It's more about the presence than it is about the words and the lesson. Lots of love, Christina. Thanks for popping in today. I will chat with you on Instagram, and hopefully we can get together. Maybe next week. Maybe next... I'll get together with you on Instagram. It would be great to have you come and chat with the tribe again. I had so much fun last time we did that. Okay? It's like this now. Skarika, Dusty Blue, D Lovely if she comes back, the Mariah Gypsy. Sorry, it wasn't Gypsy. It was Mariah. Good night, Midnight Star. So glad you came tonight. Thanks for being here. And then Gazelle Daily Tarot. Love Gazelle Daily Tarot. If you never heard of Gazelle Daily Tarot, well, now you have. Make sure to click on her icon and go over and check out her channel. It's really awesome. All right. I think I'll now go and ponder and ask my guides and angels to put me. That's what I'm gonna do after I'm done. I'm gonna go into my place of silence and really focus on my breathing and just relax. I can't wait. Drink some thank you water. All right, Skarika, are you ready? Are you ready? Midnight Star. Yeah, gulpity, gulpity, gulpity. Oh, and Charisse D. Can't forget Charisse D. You're oh so ready? Okay. There's Christina. Look at it. All of the birdies are there. It's cool. It's weird, wild stuff. Good stuff. Thank you, Christina. Ooh. All right. I think this is really resonant for you, Skarika. Wow. You've got the card number 4, card of paradigm shift. We were just talking about it. Why does everything seem like just rehashed same old stuff on a different plate, right? Paradigm shift. It's what's needed. All right. All right, Skarika. You are undergoing radical growth in your belief systems. Now is the time to challenge old attitudes and question previous expectations. You are in an extraordinary time. Great leaps forward can be made in a moment. The world you thought you knew can suddenly break open and a new world can become your reality. The Buddhists sometimes speak of the beginner's mind, that which assumes nothing and therefore is open to everything. A spiritual psychologist might call this the inner child, as it is innocent, curious, unfixed, and always learning. It doesn't get stuck on the answer having to be one way or the other. There is openness to the unknown with curiosity instead. Old souls can sometimes find it hard to recapture their not knowingness. Asking someone with a lot of life experience who may have become a bit world-weary to drop expectations and look at the world through a set of fresh eyes can be challenging. Yet life becomes more energizing and interesting when you're open and don't hold expectations about what it needs to be. Suddenly you are receptive to the universe helping you in ways that in the past you didn't even believe were possible, but all because you kept an open mind. If you are feeling that you don't really know yourself, you don't really know the people in your relationships or your place in the world as you used to or like you once did, if you are feeling that what you once held to be certain now seems to be a little bit shaky, these are signs that you're going through a paradigm shift. This will bring you new perceptions that will free you to be in the world in new ways. If you find yourself shedding old limits, fears, and misconceptions, you are stepping beyond what you have known. You are a bit like a traveler in a new city, feeling awkward until she gets the lay of the land and how things operate in a new place. As you trust the unexpected and unknown, the universe will be able to help you in unexpected and previously unknown ways. If you find yourself questioning the views of mass mainstream media or spoken in the conversation that those around you are having, take heart and know that you are awakening from a fear-based world into a love-filled reality. This is our reality. This is the one that we're creating, silly. We don't believe in wearing a mask or not wearing a mask. We're so next level, Skarika, it's beyond. You are encouraged by the universe to embrace the power you have to be a free thinker. Accept the accelerated mental shift happening for you, even if it creates temporary uncertainty or discomfort. Dare to think thoughts of love rather than lower your vibration by choosing thoughts of fear. Trust, for something helpful and empowering is happening in your soul. And it just seems weird, because it's like, it all seems like the same old stuff. How could we ever believe that it was anything new about it? You're like, I've been there. I got the t-shirt. I did that, right? But don't worry, this is an ongoing process. We literally now, 8 years, 9 years past the switch into the age of Aquarius, we're already starting to cut the cords on old realities. We're beginning to reach things that are so next level that we can only look with empathy and sorrow for those that are not awakening. And we just work to help as many people as we can to get there. And in your knowingness, I think that this paradigm shift for you has a lot more to do with the sanctity that you feel about your consciousness itself, about how secure, eternal, and safe you actually are. It's a wonderful, wonderful blessing, and you gave it to yourself. You did it for you, and that's amazing. The only reason why I came up Don't worry. This is for it's for light work. That's why it came up. That's the intention for these oracles. Okay? It's for you. There's nothing outside of you as to why that came up. Okay? And they do. They keep on changing. Sometimes they're big. All right. Dusty Blue. It's been a while, Dusty Blue. I'm glad we could connect. Dusty Blue, let me get these cards shuffled up just for Dusty you. Hi, Rebecca. Good to see you. Let me put Rebecca down on the list. Rebecca, we're doing oracles here just for the last hour of the program because I'm chill. I'm chilling. Thank you guys all so much. It's amazing to be able to turn this thing on and be surrounded by such amazing people. And it's been that way for a while. All right, Dusty Blue, this one's for you. You've got card number 13, Trust in the Plan. What is it? Get on the bus, Gus. Make a new plan, Stan. No need to be coy, Roy. Just get yourself free. Just kidding, Dusty Blue. You know I love to sing. Yeah, Happy New Moon. Happy New Moon in Cancer. Okay. Dusty Blue. It's like this. In preparation for radical growth, there can be temporary disorder and chaos. Whilst the mind may worry that something is going wrong, the spirit knows that this is a way for the old to disassemble so that the new can be formed. Although you may feel out of control during such times, you do not need to resist the process. There is no need to attempt to impose your own sense of order upon the greater plan. You do not need to seek solutions at this time, for there is no problem here in need of solving. In other words, if it's not broke, don't fix it. You don't even have to think about fixing it. What has been is being cleared away in preparation for the next chapter in your life. You have faith that all is well. You may see the life you have known appears to be changing. You may find that the things that you used to do or the way you used to do them no longer seem as relevant as they once were. You may feel your relationships and friendships are changing as well. Some may be ending. Perhaps you may find that you no longer have the energy or motivation to keep certain relationships going. However, your energy is meant to be withdrawing from what is your energy is meant to be withdrawing from what it once supported. This is not an abandonment or betrayal, and it's not selfish. It's just honest. When you trust in your spiritual growth, all that happens is love. That means even an apparent loss always serves the purpose of love, whether that is immediately obvious to you or not. It is sometimes necessary for both parties to become free to live their true destiny. Life is a loving, creative journey for your soul. And that means there will be times where the very thing you have worked towards needs to crumble, so that the next evolution of your soul manifestation upon the earth can take place. It is natural, although it can be challenging to trust in the greater plan of creative process during times when it seems as though there is only chaos and confusion. But you are strong enough spiritually to do it. You can feel peace during such times, and you must trust in your own inner knowingness over what appears to be. You're divinely scheduled to evolve at this point in time in your life. Can you sense an exciting growth phase happening to you? There is another way for you to live, to be, to thrive, and to love in this world, and you are rapidly heading towards it. This is a time to surrender control and allow higher power to direct your course. Many exciting new opportunities and situations and connections will come into your life as a result of what you're experiencing now. It is all part of a greater divine intelligence unfolding in loving service to you and your own sacred path. Keep the faith and stay true to your spiritual principles. Trust in an unfolding higher plan. Know that all changes in your life serve your higher good. The universe knows what you need and is in the process of delivering it to you now. All is happening for you is for a greater purpose. You can flow with the changes in loving trust. Your perfect time for resurrection will follow this deconstruction, and it will occur in the most perfect of ways. Right? You see the old guru there in the clouds, just letting it all unfold. Right? All good, 100%. So hopefully you were able to make that connection, Dusty. I know you can, about the things going on in life and those relationships that it talked about, right? Was that the Paul McCartney and John Lennon, letter B. You just got to let her be sometimes, 100%. Gotta like that. All right. D Lovely. I think D might have skated. That's okay. Mariah. Is Mariah still here? She was dabbing. She was dabbing all day, dabbing. We had the dab emoji. Mariah Payne. It's your turn. Absolutely. I love seeing you on Instagram. I was thinking about doing an Instagram show with your guys' permission, especially those that follow me on Instagram. Like, I just want to do a show one day where I scroll through my Instagram and highlight all the beautiful things that you guys share with the world on the program. I think that would be fun to do one night. All right. Very good stuff. All right. And Mariah was jamming. She might have had to go too. That's all right. Hey, we're on time. We're on pace, though. We're just over the 3-hour mark. It seems right. 100%. I'm just leaving that card up there because it's so cool. The way the planets are coming out of his brain and then sort of like nature is coming out of his heart. I like that. It's pretty cool. How about you, Gazelle? Are you ready? Because then it will go Gazelle, Charisse, and Rebecca, and we outie 5,000 G. That's just how we do. Who writes this stuff? I can't believe I say that. I'm 42 years old and I still say that. It's good. The Lone Cypress. Gazelle, are you there? Are you listening, my friend? I'll start shuffling up the cards. The cards, bye. It's good stuff. Hey, and Dusty. It's nice to see you. Nice to see you. Don't worry, I'm here. I almost feel like you're Steve in disguise. Oh, you did it. You got your car or your truck or your van? That's awesome. I'm glad you did it. I'm glad you got it. All right, Cherise. It looks like you and Rebecca. Do I get readings too? I'm trying to think back from the last time. I went, I think Edith. I think I went on Edith's channel was the last time I had a reading. Was from Edith. And that would have been like, maybe around December. Okay, Cherise, get ready. So nice to have you with us tonight. These cards are ballin'. They're so amazing. It's been a long time since we got them in there. Wow. Interesting. Charisse, I'll be honest with you. I don't know you as well as many of the people that are in the room here tonight. And I don't even really know the people in the room all that well, just through their amazing spiritual soul connections that we've developed, but like as in a physical sense. But your energy is new to me. You don't know Steve. You don't know Steve? What's the secret password? Steve. Steve, you're the secret password. Oh, goodness. But this is your card, Charisse. This is like our introduction. I'm looking forward to this reading 100%. You've drawn card number 18, Ascension in the Rainbow Bridge. I like it. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. Okay, Charisse D, this one's for you. You've been growing spiritually, and your consciousness is expanding. It's transforming your experience of the material world from something you must control or conquer into a living expression of the radiant divine. As your appreciation and love for the material world becomes more unconditional, so too does the light that can flow into your aura, into your chakras, and into your physical body. As you physically expand, you may need some more rest. You may need time for healing and meditation, more than usual, to integrate this increasing degree of light and the consciousness that is awakening within you. The Rainbow Bridge is a term for the channel of light that moves through your chakra system along your spine. It allows spirit to enter your body and stimulate the development of your soul. This bridge comes to life as your consciousness is raised. It draws higher energies that nourish and awaken your body, your mind, and your spirit through your chakras. As your chakras become stimulated by the increasing influx of spiritual light, a clearing process begins, which supports the consequent expansion of your consciousness. This clearing is like a spiritual detoxification. It clears blocks from your mind. It clears blocks from your emotional body as well as the physical body. It is healing. As these blocks are broken down and processed, emotional trauma that was stored in your organs and in your nervous system is released, and your energy field becomes more spacious. This creates room for an increase of spiritual light. As a result, you feel clearer about who you are and why you're here. And others see this more clearly when they are in your field. You are becoming more powerful. Your energy field continues to clear itself, attracting more spiritual light, becoming more visible beyond physical limits. Others can be supported by your light, even if they cannot see your physical body. You are growing as a light worker and helping humanity in increasing ways, whilst enjoying your own spiritual growth. You are opening to new consciousness as well. With this comes new insight, awareness, and an awakening or deepening of your soul talents, such as healing, clairvoyance, channeling, or telepathy. Your channels are being cleared and activated. Make sure to rest, open up, and allow. Be patient and trust in the process. If emotional content arises and you are concerned you might be falling back into old habits, do not be afraid. Find ways to express what you are feeling through writing, therapy, art, dance, and music. Explore your personal expression to allow for spiritual expansion. This oracle brings an additional message from Spirit. Hold on. Ascension can be a wild ride. Anything is possible. The past is not an indicator. The future is not set. This is a moment to cultivate your deepest feelings of spiritual love and peace. Simply allow the genius of life to flow through you in whatever way it chooses. During your ascension process, your life can change quite dramatically. The Rainbow Bridge empowers us to rise from one reality into another. Even if your outer world doesn't change radically, internally you will feel as though you are living a different life. Eventually, the physical world and the environment around you will change, and things will begin to flow. Enjoy crossing the Rainbow Bridge into new consciousness, dear one. You have everything you need. You are ready for this, and it is meant to be. All right. I like that card for you. That was like kind of a nice introduction, because it lets me know that you have some pretty serious spiritual gifts. You are a helper. You bring light and joy and healing into other people's lives, which is very cool. I like that a lot.
And Charisse, I promise, I'm still going to get you some tarot cards out. Not tonight, but the next time you're here, because you're welcome to vibe with us and be one of the family at any time here on 99.9. Because we just keep rolling along. And your card was so true for all of us, I feel, Charisse. Because it is. This ascension, this awakening, nobody's fully woke, especially people in the mainstream or politics or celebrities that claim to be. Nobody's truly, we're just like little babies that are like rubbing our eyes because we're blinded by the light right now. And it can be a really wild ride. And we're all going through this kind of thing together at our own pace. So glad to see you, glad to see the smiley faces. It's very nice to see Charisse. Okay, Rebecca, you know what that means? That means it's me and you. You're here at the very end. This is it. It's the never-ending story. Lots of love, Rebecca. We're gonna pull one more Lightworker Oracle for you, and then we're just gonna float off into the sunset. We are cute babies, 100%. Cutie, we're rubber baby buggy bumpers. You can't make this stuff up. Wow. All right, Rebecca. You've been promoted. You've been jumped ahead. You got my favorite number, 42. 42. The fifth ray of intellectual knowledge. What is that all about? Oh, Gazelle's back. Gazelle, you're gonna be last. Because we won't let Gazelle miss her turn. We just can't. We won't, we can't, we don't. We just won't. All right, Rebecca. This one's for you. And for all of us, too. But mostly for you. The fifth ray of intellectual knowledge has come to you as a spiritual gift. You're being given the ability to find information you need, understand systems that impact your life, love and dating and relationships, and find clarity in any issue that has seemed unclear or overwhelming. You shall sort the truth from the lies and learn what you need to know. The Archangel Raphael now assists you in integrating the blessings of the fifth ray. You are distilling a new truth. It might be the truth of discernment, where you realize the appearance of a person, group, or cause is misleadingly different to the inner reality. Discernment is incredibly important on the spiritual path, all the more so as you open up to work with energies, with teachers and teachings, and to sort out all issues in your life according to your spiritual principles. Discernment is not judgment, but it does allow you to make informed decisions based on frequencies. When you choose to associate with people who are on a higher frequency, that benefits everyone. If you choose to associate with people on a lower frequency than your own, you may feel that your life begins to move more slowly. It might become harder than it needs to be. Discernment will help you navigate through illusions and feel out and find the real gems. It helps you step back from those who say they want to support you, but who actually just want to take and not give in return. The fifth ray helps you choose wisely and helps you sever unhealthy connections. This ray also comes to you when there is more to something than meets the eye. You will be given the power to discover and understand the truth. Wait until the truth clicks inside you. Until then, keep looking deeper until you have unraveled the mystery. The fifth ray will help you do this successfully. The challenge with the fifth ray is to remain open-minded as you find your clarity. Be willing to find more information if you need it. The right answers will come. Be willing to change your viewpoint in order to perceive the truth of the matter. If a system is working for you, that's great. If it needs to be changed, don't be afraid to go into the chaos of creativity and try different ways until you discover what will work better for you now. And we know what that's all about, don't we, Rebecca? The fifth ray has a special connection of the worlds of science. Therefore, you are encouraged to be an observer in your life, to experiment with what does and does not work for you. You are invited to pursue any form of science that is of interest to you, whether this be learning of nutritional science, quantum physics, chemical compositions, and the healing effects of essential oils, or researching meditations and healings. If this is of no interest to you, then it could simply be the application of the scientific mind set in your life. In that case, become methodical in areas that can benefit from systems, habits, and structures, and replicate desired results. Apply this approach to your exercise regime, to your meditation practice, and any other aspects of your lifestyle that maximizes your potential and supports the best possible life of path, right? Like for the kids. Do it for the kids. 100%, Rebecca. All right. This is the sixth ray of devotion. Look at all the poo-poo faces all around. Being like, they got something. I don't know what they've got, but it's something, and I want it, and I don't understand it. Don't worry about those people. Okay? But sometimes you can help those people. All those, like, green, weird, like, olive-colored people that are there in the card, like the representation, like they're painted as if they're sick or they need healing. There's a healer deep down inside there, Rebecca, way deep down inside. And it's just like, you've been too busy. You're just a loving mother, a loving friend, a loving lover. You're just so full of love that, and you're just enjoying that stuff, that basking in that. One day that healer is going to awake deep down inside. And you're gonna be the new what do they call it? Dr. Oz. No, not Dr. Oz. Not Judge Judy. Oh, who am I trying to think of, Rebecca? Come on, you know it's on the tip of my tongue. You're gonna be not Sylvia Brown. Oh God, why can't I think of her name? Mother Teresa. No, not Mother Teresa. Well, maybe Mother Teresa. Yeah. You know I love you 100%. Your birthday's in 5 days. Oh wow, welcome Autumn Smith. That's really cool. You were led here just like kind of divinely, or did someone tell you to check us out? Because referrals are a big deal around here. Happy birthday. So I would encourage you to check out our Cancer. I did a reading for Cancer Leo cusp. People born on or around the Cancer Leo cusp. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. So you can check that out on my channel page. But what I'm going to do, Autumn Smith, is I'm not reading tarot right now, but I am going to write your name down so that if you do hit that subscribe button, which I encourage you to do, come back and check us out again on another program, and I will definitely do a reading for you and connect with you. Okay, but for now, feel free to check out the various videos posted on my channel page. There'll be one for a July Leo reading. You can check out your ascending and your moon signs there as well. They're just short little fun readings. But then there's like a pretty serious, like long-term, like 2020-21 reading for the cusp signs. And I have a feeling there might be something in there for you if you were born so very close to the Cancer Leo cusp. Autumn Smith, it's a pleasure to have you. Yeah, happy birthday. You look like a monkey, and you smell like one too. I'm just kidding, you don't, Autumn Smith, but that's just the way, that was your hazing, that was your initiation into our tribe, into our fun little corner of the internet where we hang out. But you're always more than welcome here. All right. Okay. Gazelle, this is it. This is the last one. Thanks, Autumn Smith. I'll tell you what, Autumn Smith. Just so I'll give you a teaser. I'm like a bad drug dealer. I'll give you one here just for today. I don't know why I say such terrible things. Why do I say such horrible things? I shouldn't even be making promises that my butt can't cash. I'm just going to give you a quickie here, Autumn Smith, just for being amazing. And then we're going to end the program with one more Lightworker Oracle for Gazelle Daily Tarot. All right. This is for you, Autumn Smith. Look at that, 33. Open your presence. You've got spiritual gifts. You've got a lot to offer the world, I feel, Autumn Smith. There's a lot more to you than you're letting out right now. So you think open your presents, you think like Christmas presents, right? Like open your presents. But I'm saying use the double entendre. Open your presence, right? Your presence, your isness. When you walk into a room, when you present yourself to the world around you, come at it with true authenticity. Come at it as all of the fullness of yourself. This is going to be an amazing year for you, I feel, because I get this sense that you're at a point in time in your life where you are ready to cut through all of the bullshit, all of the weirdness, and really just like step up a rung of that new age ladder, of that ascension process, really step into the fullness of the power of your presence and who you are. I feel like your spiritual gifts, your meditation, all that stuff is about to pay off big time for you, because you're going to be in a cycle where you're giving it to the world around you. You're displaying it for the benefit, for the benevolent enhancement of culture, of people, of friends, of society, of all that stuff. And that's kind of like where the spirit is journeying to right now. And that's just a little open teaser. That's a big 33. That's a really powerful number. That is like manifestation squared, right? Great things coming for you in your life. And as you begin to dish out and dole out great things, you're going to notice some pretty amazing radical transformations in your life. Okay? That's awesome. And I'd be happy to read your tarot next time, 100%. And Autumn Smith, see that person, Gazelle Daily Tarot? If you really enjoy tarot and you like amazing things and birds, click on Gazelle Daily Tarot. You can get more messages over there. She's one of our amazing family members here at 99.9 with our network affiliate, as we call it. Okay, 100%. Open your presence. Live from the Oracle of E. All right, Gazelle Daily Tarot. It's Jimmy Fries coming to you from Studio 2. Jimmy and the Stallion in the morning here on 99.9. All right, Gazelle. Let's see what the Lightworker Oracle has for you today. I'm going to freak out if we get that third ray of creative intelligence card again. If we get that one again, I'm going to be like, holy moly. I hope you're doing well. All right. I like this for you. I like this for you. Look at the beautiful colors in that card, Gazelle. I dig it. I dig it. Okay, what number is that? It's a 14. Interesting. Yeah. Welcome to the crew. We flow. We just flow. When you see us live, jump in, and we like to flow. Sometimes the tone, the vibration of the show will change based on how my brain is doing that day. So it's never the same thing twice, but it can be similar. Just teasing. All right, let's get serious. Quiet on the set. It's time for Gazelle's reading. She's pulled the card to number 14, Soul Child. This is for you, Gazelle. Rebirth is upon you, beautiful child of the universe. You have prepared for new life and is starting right now. The divine moment of rebirth, which occurs after a period of struggle, of intense inner work and physical transformation. It has arrived. Enjoy getting to know your new self. It's a new day, a new beginning, and a new you. Like an adventurer enjoying the discovery of a brand new world, take your time to explore the increase of your light, of your power, and the increase of your love. You have undergone the death of the old order. Nothing is as it was, nor will it ever be again. You have had to learn detachment, to release, and to let go. You've had to learn it over and over and over again. In so many ways you have experienced inner death as you have bravely surrendered that which no longer serves your growth for this lifetime. Even if you once loved it dearly or couldn't imagine life without it. Deep inside, through that process, your soul has been gathering energy. It has been drawing it away from the old forms of your life and relationships, from your old beliefs about health, finances, work, and from what used to hold meaning for you. It has done so in order to feed the new soul child being carried within your body. This new you is filled with divine love, light, and power. Your inner soul child, this newly integrated self, is preparing for birth right now. From that which is no longer something new is now being born. You are ready for the next cycle or phase. Even if like a newborn colt learning to stand steadily on shaky legs, you are not sure of your strength, but be reassured. The new self you are experiencing will grow strong and powerful very soon. Let confidence in your new self emerge. Reflect upon how different you are now to a year or even a month ago. Be curious about who you are right now. Do not expect the same reactions or experiences you encountered in your past. It is a time of celebration and acknowledgement that a new day, a new you, has begun a journey in the physical and spiritual worlds. You shall enjoy the divine harvest of all of your growth and effort. This card can also indicate that a child around you, perhaps about one whom you've been thinking about deeply, is particularly gifted or spiritually oriented. This child may have an important mission this lifetime and needs your loving support and spiritual encouragement to thrive into that mission, according to his or her own divine timing. This card may also be a sign that a new business idea, professional or personal relationship, or a lifestyle choice is going to support the growth of your spirit in a positive and encouraging way. If this is the case, the new idea or connection will lead to the birth of creative new ideas and structures in your life. On the other hand, if something has been flagging in energy or success, but you are not yet inclined to give it up, this oracle comes as a confirmation and encouragement. Rebirth is going to happen. Do not give up. Sometimes it is darkest just before the dawn. It is beautiful colors. Good stuff. All right. Happy new moon blessings, Ange. 100%. Thanks for being here. Oh, goodness. Gazelle, that one made my head twizzle and twirl. Like the oracle readings I've actually been reading off the page, but that one, my eyes went completely fuzzy as I ended. And then when I felt like I was done reading, I felt like I was just stepped out of a boxing ring or something. That was incredible. I love the circles. I love the circles that come down like this. So cool right in there. It's about looking at it through a fisheye lens, right? Or through a bird's eye view. 100%. Okay. So everybody, with that, my throat is dry. My mind is petering out. The reader is ready for rest, whoever that is. I came here to relax, but we ended up doing so many readings tonight. So we're going to just let the music play, give everybody have a few minutes and a chance to say goodnight. I love you all, and I hope to be with you again a few more times this week, just on these small programs. We're going to get Christina back. Maybe we'll do a late night ASMR program again very soon. That would be fun, where we can just dim the lights and go super chill. That would be a lot of fun. And what else? We were going to do something else. Lots of cool new ideas. Thanks. I know you are, but what am I? I'm still playful. I'm still feeling playful. It's good stuff. All right. One more jam. Okay, Gazelle. Soul child. Sweet soul sister. Okay. You're very welcome. Yeah, Autumn Smith, be sure to jump back in. And Sharice D, it was a pleasure to have you as well. To everybody that contributed, that hit the blue button today. We had so many people contribute. It was amazing. Saruchi, Michelle, Surabi, Jashika, Sarah Ann, Jasmine Moore, JLMNOP, June Flower, Brianna 1111. So many people. Don't worry, Autumn Smith, I'm writing your name. How do you think all the names I just said I was able to remember? No, not at all. I have to write people's names down. I won't forget you, Autumn Smith. You pulled that number 33. I'm like, who the heck is this person? I want to know them. I want to buy an hamburger. Just kidding. Just having fun. All right, everybody. My brain is tired. I love you lots. But we got to say goodnight. Much love, everyone. We'll turn the kitty back on just for you guys. Namaste. Namaste. There it goes. There it goes. Good night, everybody. Oh, look at there's Christina Torres, right? Having apple pie, Torres. I'm going to get you, Christina. It's a promise. It's a promise. I'm going to get you next time. 99 points.